God. Lag is painful. Okay. Okay. Right, okay, yeah, first
Norman aware once. Magazine out, Jenkins, and then.
yeah, Rich.
Back to this. Well, you're gonna have lots of people doing it.
You just all want to friend it.
I think what you want to do, scum the arsenal, just get...
Turn out to the line. Gonna find out, guys.
La la la.
Oh,
La la la.
I think it's come from Miami
You
Bus.
saying you haven't done your own admin?
I'll let you move once I've finished.
We'll move
Yeah.
next to Bird.
Oh, sorry.
Oops, sorry.
I can't surrender, can I? Because I've got flat.
Yeah, and then surrender.
Make it tight.
Yeah, Stark, I just went and got myself into the radio. It's working fine now, yeah. I'm moving.
My radio's working fine.
Okay,
it's not
Wesley,
the
you
radio.
alright?
Call signs.
I may need to get a new radio or something.
Can we be in line?
That's what I need to do. I need to set stereo settings.
No, I have not.
I'm gonna move on. My dodgy bit.
I believe there's only one more for two.
Zeus, make sure that you have no magazines
You're
loaded.
good. Wait, hang on.
This ain't Game of Thrones time.
No.
Oh my god.
Stay sure and you're alright.
And go team management, and if you
Make sure that you do not have loaded magazines in your weapon system. All magazines need to be taken out of your weapon system. No ammo in your weapon systems.
doubt is always blue, and that's very doubt.
Braid check on 110.
And Jenkins, you look fine as well, mate. Good, Leo.
Norman, just line up, mate.
Helmet on for sergeants.
Towards Hardman or towards.
Come on.
Norman, put your surrender quick.
Golden, dress back.
I'll take your kit.
Left or right?
You checking him over, mate, yeah?
No, 4-1 because you're with 1
Alright.
aren't you?
Let's get this fucking line set.
If you're in 1-2 middle, you need to be on 4-0.
Looks good.
Yeah, no.
That's good.
Ready to check on 131.
Braid, put your weapon in.
Yeah, you look good.
Make sure you're all on whisper.
Why you got your hands up?
He's still going.
You can put them down now, Norman.
All stations 16 Alpha, signing on to frequency 40. Out.
Ready to check.
Alright, so do I have all three medical here?
The line's crooked.
He should be on. He's not until...
Is all three medical here?
This is 5-1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe put your weapon system in your back.
Right,
Cool.
Vels,
I've got all
down to
FSG
the
here,
gap
correct?
of one man between you and
Yeah.
Section move.
We are
Stand up straight.
expecting one.
Make this.
Just got your magazine out.
We are
right?
expecting one more in 15 minutes.
Stand up straight.
Yes.
Jenkins, let's sort your fucking lives out. Alright, when I tell you all, I want you to march forward and line up just the same as you are on the end of that line right there.
Alright.
How many signalers we got in line? I see only one. We need at least one more, right?
Yeah, Cap is coming.
Alright. Everybody move forward and get in line. Zeus has moved forward. Quickly.
Push up, Norman. Get in line.
Birch, how many you got an FSG tonight?
7
this
at the
fucking line
moment. Sorensen
straight.
will be about 15 minutes.
Don't go into Zeus, Nichols, until the line's straight.
He's just coming home from work.
Get your guys, everybody take one pace back.
Sorry, we say 6
Zeus,
and
and then you should
7
be
shortly.
I said 7 at the moment,
Just for
and then
Zeus,
8 shortly.
everybody else stay where you were.
Alright, Rog.
And we have one AWOL as well.
Line up. Dress right. You're dressing
Yep.
left. Dress left off of fucking north. It's simple.
Yes.
We could
just
just
straight as that
That's
way.
good, Sam. Thank you.
No,
Campbell.
we were told to stay.
What do we have here? Matar.
No.
Matar,
Sorry,
make
you
sure
said
you
dress
join
left.
team red.
I did.
Alright.
Have his head.
Ready to check.
I said
Bring
dress
everyone
left,
present
left,
in
but
the
then I said
count.
dress off
Oh,
north.
where's free mid?
Yeah, you need to
Over here?
go back
Yeah.
out and change
Free
your
mid, how many of you? 3 of you?
Three.
PT.
Yeah.
And make sure there's no magazine loaded.
Why am I suddenly?
EOD.
Right,
EOD.
step,
You good?
one little step forward.
I'll get in line with Norman. Hang on.
Viper do the same.
3 of you, mate.
Sean do the same.
To take control of your weapon system.
Wesley, take a big step
Norman,
forward.
Signals.
Dress off Sean.
No
Jenkins,
signalers.
dress off Westland. Come on, straighten us the fucking line up.
Yeah, Cap is coming.
you squeeze it?
Thank you.
Right.
You can put it back on your
Jenkin.
Yep, sorry.
Right, Stevenson, make sure you
Tighten it up, Birch.
in line with call.
Tighten it up, Truman.
Shoulder, everyone else. Just if you need
Hello.
to.
Do you sign on to any of the frequencies?
Yeah, you did.
I've signed on to 40.
Corporal
And
Walton
41, there'll be
and
a
Watchda,
radio check
please
down.
go to that end. EOD, come down here.
Yeah, I said I'll do the comms and I can't.
All stations, this is 5-1 Alpha.
You're-
Signing on to
No,
frequency
you're
40.
with me, never
Out.
mind. It was
2-3.
muscle memory.
Well done.
Yeah, aligned to me. Just to be sure, Howard, is it the new call signs this time?
Roger, in effect now, mate.
Nor, get out of Zeus and take it a little step forward.
Vehicles in the MT.
Yeah, that's the new mission.
Sean Westland, take a little step backwards. Try to get this as straight as we possibly can. There you go.
Yeah, and that's signed down there as well. And that one.
One.
The one that's Campbell, kind right? of broken.
Oh, that one.
Because, yeah, it's your power 2 ratio.
Matter.
So it'd be easy for you to Which fix once it. they're all set, we get in our positions, mate, and that will dignify that we're That's it,
ready.
that's one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Walton, how close are your JHD guys?
You got
Hmm.
Fucking my short range for
Sorry, what's that for me?
Fantastic.
No, for Walker, mate.
Sorry.
I'm skinny in real life.
all good. Cheers.
Are there
And that
gaps
signing
there
as well
to
needs to
distinguish
be
between sections?
No, we're not ready yet, mate. We're waiting for, yeah, we're just waiting for Campbell. He came in as a recruit, just caught it, so he's going to change his armor free profile.
Your
Yeah,
LR
we're just
is
gonna
on
let him squared away.
14,
Once he's
yeah,
in, I believe they're going to bunch up, and then we'll be set.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, was it just Walker waiting for, mate?
Sergeant
Fuck
Lighter,
you, Campbell,
you
sorry,
ready over
sorry,
it?
mate.
GHC have not arrived yet.
Make sure the
They
gaps
haven't
get,
apparently even lifted as far as we know.
Well, the gaps
So
go.
Rog, are these blokes ready?
Yep, these
Signal
guys
time,
seem
you
ready.
just, shuffle along
They
with slowing.
should have no magazines in the weapon systems and should be awaiting further instruction.
Oh mate, if you
Oh,
follow
yes.
up.
Fuck you two dickheads.
Jenkins, or Griffin, excuse me. Stand up straight.
Yes.
Apologies.
Actually, that reminds me.
You
know your short range frequencies changed over, didn't you?
Does he know how to do it?
Yeah.
110.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, short range. And then I put
We spotted that
That's
one
how,
ages
that's how
ago.
often I haven't seen you.
On the long range, I won't change it.
I put the platoon out on my short range because you're within earshot of platoon.
That's
And then I
how
put
it's
collision.
Someone sort your colour out.
When you come out with my I can't tell the difference between them.
Folks all ready, I guess.
That's annoying.
What have you got tonight?
Ooh, that's not
25.
Server's at 2873.
Just lost my tower.
Is it being reset, is it?
Count 24. You missing one?
Just lost one, mate. He just. I was picking up. I think it's because Zeus are in something.
Seems like you timed out.
Mathar just timed out, mate.
Walker told me to come back over then as well when he DC'd. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll double check to make sure there's some cleaning to be done. Yeah, camera's connected.
I'm on JHC. JHC are just spooling up.
Why is this line skew?
Yeah, server wasn't cleaned up.
Not straight.
Yeah, I know. I blame J6. Who's head of J6? Jono, get me the head of J6 so I can shout them.
It's just brought up as almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, did you notice that on fucking Facebook? We, Davo. Hello, boss man. Fuck. Davo. Devo. Hell, boy, hell. Oh, not you. You don't fucking know him. But you wouldn't have noticed. Fuck must we get you for? God's sake, man.
Yes.
I don't think Bootneck will come.
Oh, great. Yeah,
See, the trick is, Jono, you need to be irreplaceable like me. Somebody as salty as fuck that can do spreadsheets.
I can do spreadsheets, just not as anal as
Can
you.
you fuck?
Not as anal as you. It doesn't work.
It does fucking work, it's just you don't work. Don't appreciate my spreadsheet, don't appreciate my time. Fuck this.
Walker.
I'm fed up. I'm burnt out.
Walker.
Yeah.
He lost electricity in his house, so he might not be coming back soon.
With 754.
Yep.
Oh, I gave you a Chinook. Fuckers. Way too slow.
3 minutes out, Singer.
What did we dodge?
I'm just coming in now.
Nonsense, yeah.
Someone tell Soren some like that. And everyone else, check your mics are out.
Landing over there for? There's a big fucking field over there.
Blast radius.
They both didn't blow up.
Now it's going to be like watching a fucking episode of the Smurfs, isn't it? All you're going to see is blue fucking berries running across the air.
I can teleport them if you'd like.
Nah, it's mere fun to let them run.
Cyber bullied.
Okay, guys, we're waiting on JHC as normal. They were told to be here for 7 o'clock. Only 20 minutes late. Not too bad.
I died.
Yeah, no, I was taking the piss. It was a joke. Fuck me, Jono.
There was a high air threat.
Yeah.
There was a cloud in the sky.
It's too early for them.
It's too early.
Fuck, if it was that easy, fucking lighter would have done that ages ago.
Out for the
What would I have done?
Be doing tonight.
Nothing like that. Nothing to see here. Move along.
The airfield was shut down by a rogue drone. What I don't realise is it was the watchkeeper that was parked up.
Yeah, I don't care. Up to you, Junior.
We roll out the fucking red carpet, shall we?
Fucking muscat.
Not playing pool.
Is that JC tonight?
Nah, the others are on the way. They're only a bit further past us.
How come I want to burst into a version of fucking Chariots of Fire? I like them. They're good. I'm impressed by them.
Take your mag out, Coruscant.
I like a rejected version of the
Did tell ya.
Rangers.
Say again.
Take your mag
Sorry,
out,
say
your
again.
weapon. Point your weapon at the ground. Inventory,
Yeah.
take it out.
Zeus, get out of Zeus.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was sexy.
Oh, that was almost fucking good.
Right. One mag in. Take it out. Right. Nils, don't go in your kit. Pull your fucking weapon system out. You're good. Nils, weapon system. Good, just the one. Lovely. Right, put them on your back. Sir, company formed up.
Right, guys, just a quick little chat before we crack on with tonight's home rotation. Home rotation's been extended by a week. On Saturday is going to be platoon led. And the next Wednesday will be the brigade test exercise before we deploy on the following Saturday, 27th, off the top of my head. Stuff will start appearing on the forums tail end of this week. There'll also be videos made, trailers for the new deployment. Start sharing them on Twitch and Twitter and fucking whatever else you want to share them to advertise it, because it gets people in and looking, stuff are going. Right. Something that I mentioned at the end of the last deployment was recce section. As of about 5 minutes' time, recce section is going to become a thing. So that causes a bit of an issue, because that means I lose Mr. Walker from Platoon Sergeant 2 Platoon. He'll move to recce. I lose Mr. Birch from FSG. He'll move to recce. And I will lose Mr. Griffin from FSG as well, who also moved to recce, which leaves one more spot, which is going to be filled later on. Mr. Walker will go across as an acting sergeant, stays an acting sergeant. At present, Mr. Birch will go across as a Lance Corporal, and Mr. Griffin will go across as a private. They've had their brief about what's going to happen with them, how they're going to be used, and training for them will start as of Saturday. That then causes a bit of a problem. That knackers up a few slots for me, because I'm looking for a new platoon sergeant. Which means that one of my corporals will have to get promoted, which means that I then have to find an IC, which then means I have to find a 2 IC, and the usual shit that goes along with that. So, it's very difficult to get somebody who is going to be good enough to be a platoon sergeant. A lot of it is done out of game, and they need to understand the 4IB ethos and how we work, how I work, how COI-HQ works, how the platoon commander works. So, when we had to look around, there was a couple of names popped up, weighed up the pros and cons, and we came forward with one name. I've known him for a long time. He's got the shortest discharge on fucking record within 4IB. That's kind of giving it away. 23 hours, and then he missed us that much. He came back. He never even used the burnout word, which is always good. So, Corporal Hartman. Wait, he's not fucking here tonight. Oh, he is here tonight. Typical. Congratulations, Acting Sergeant Hartman taking over 2 Platoon. Hey!
With finally free of Howard.
Don't leave the server yet. Wait till fucking everything else is done, then you can leave and get your tag sorted out. We'll get your team speak sorted out later. Oh, back in. Right, so that leaves a position within 2-1. Same thing again. We looked about, try to find somebody who was ready. I like to move people from fucking platoons to other platoons and people from section to section. Keeps it fresh. Stops fucking any little clicks happening. But also, you should be able to pick up somebody from 1-1, move them to 2-1 or pick up somebody from 2-3 and put them into 1-2, and it should run exactly the same the way that we do our training, the way that the sections are being taught to do section training. So with that in mind, we're going to move Mr. Biggs from 2-1, lies, from 1-3 into 2-1. He's going to stay as Lance Corporal at the minute, with a look at fucking going to acting corporal. After I have a chat with him probably tomorrow about integrity. That leaves a space in 1-3. So there's somebody been there, got a little bit of experience, climbed up the tree, jumped off the tree, then wants to climb back up because real life has got a little bit better. So Mr. Sampson is going to move to 1-3 from 1-2, take over as the IC there as an acting corporal. You'll do the same as Hartman, Sampson, in a minute. You'll leave the server, change your tags, and come back in. That frees up a gap within 1-2. So we looked about at the privates. A couple of names were bantered about. One was bantered about, and when I looked at the Orbat, I was like, he's already an acting Lance Corporal with it. No, the other one, which kind of confused the fuck out of me. It's just like the Smith video. For anybody that's seen the Smith video, you know what I mean. If you haven't, look through the medias, and you'll see it's called overcompensating. I have to get this one right. Mr. B. Williams, where are you? He's got fucking AWOL tonight, isn't he? Congratulations, you're going to go to acting Lance Corporal and move to 1-2 under Mr. Larson.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't want it? Was it the other Williams I was supposed to promote? Fuck yeah. No. wait after the brief, then you can jump out, change your tags, and then come back in. You can fall back in. Right, there's a couple of delays because GHC got fucking really excitable before fucking they promote people. It'd be nice to let me know because I like to promote people, especially folk are putting a lot of effort to get to certain positions. And the next two guys that I'll mention have put in a lot of fucking work to get to where they are now. You've got Pilot Officer Pavey, who's finished everything and is now no longer acting, whatever the fuck he is. Stop running about, you lunatic, and show everybody who you are. He's a weird guy, normally crashes the fucking Chinooks. He's there, congratulations. Now Pilot Officer, fully, even though you're already wearing it, so you don't have to leave the server and change your name unless you really want to. You can fall back in, Mr. Howard.
Congrats, baby.
Not here.
Is he not? Oh, yeah, the other one's not here. He's getting fucking flying officer, but he's already done his courses. JHC already processed his promotion, but it's always good to mention them and say, congratulations, guys. Right, the next one. How can I go about the next one? Final one. We hold what's called a company promotion board for most promotions. Most promotions come through me. This next promotion was actually me going, yeah, good time. This person was in the unit, left, came back, and has been fucking, I'll say, outstanding. He's my go-to guy for Mr. fucking level-headed. You normally say to him, right, I fucking decided this, and he'll go, nah, let's do this. You go, that's a fucking better idea. I'll do that. He came back, fucking went up through the ranks to where he is now, but I think it's time that he moves up to the next rank. So, Mr. Howard, take a step forward. Congratulations, you're now Captain M. Howard.
All stations on my mark, press hash for salute when he turns round.
Congratulations, Howard.
It was fucking rigged.
Right, everyone.
Mr. Howard, if you turn
Wait
around,
for
I think your platoon want to do something for you.
Everyone.
Salute.
Yes. Platoon. Attack. Shot. Present. Right, you don't have arms. Arms.
Personal one, sit down.
So they decided the officer that Dick has actually now noticed who the officer is.
Cool. Right, so what's going to happen now, guys, is you're going to fly with JHC across to an HLS. You'll then patrol into the village of Kavala, where you'll meet up with myself and the other DS is going to be teaching. And then we'll take you through handover of POIs, which is persons of interest, patrol drills, and FIBUA. You'll show and do it, and then you'll go away and you'll practice it at platoon level with the Zeuses. I'll try not to bore you for too long, because I think I've bored you enough for the last 6 minutes. So, under your platoon sergeants, the guys who need to go away and sort out their fucking ranks and shit. DC now, get that sorted. Back in here, JHC, go and spool up your birds. Walton, let us know when the company can move on to birds.
Alright, that's pushing off.
Let's go.
Where are you off? Get back in your spot.
You can go find a section.
I don't even know what to do.
What was them say?
Yes.
So let's go back to doing Zeus shit.
Later, get the guys
Right,
to
everybody
set up
follow.
Kavala.
They should have already
Roger.
done so, or being in the process of doing so.
Line up the men,
come
3 columns,
around me.
face the birds.
I think Hal just discharged.
Turn around, Joe.
That's okay.
Oh,
fucking tired. Tired.
Tired of this shit, or just tired in general?
Just tired.
Tell Marty it's Orbia, no Fibia.
Just tired, man.
Fuck off, Gambo.
I'm gonna go over to one.
What are you doing, Jacob?
What are you doing, Jake?
You've been told. It's no
I
longer
didn't have a
FIBUA,
clue,
it's
Sergeant.
FIBUA.
I don't know what the fuck is going on there.
I'll shoot him when I get
You
to
can kick me now if you want.
You know, wait.
It's right there.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
I'm with you tonight still.
Should be waiting to hide his fast because he's going to walk forward.
Moodle. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Right, medic signalers, attach yourselves to your platoons, please.
Mind you did pretty good the other night.
Any orders right, fellas, Kavala.
Just keep yourselves
Look
tight with
in
FSG.
035
Singular.
130.
Is that Davo that Beth knows?
No.
Just so you know where we're operating tonight.
That's Davo, this is Devo.
Devo, D-E-V-O, I guess.
Aye. That is what it is. Said you've got a careful
Once 2 platoon get formed up beyond 1 platoon, just do the same over here, please.
Actually, probably a bit more respect than what you should be. I've seen some of the memes. Yeah. I'm just hovering over Discord at the moment, waiting for what Bortolisi puts up next.
Devo like the pigeon kick. I don't get the reference.
Thank you very much for my time.
Just his name is Hit on Law Warrior.
And as I said,
You think
I
it's
won't
dead?
be going too far, and I'll still be keeping an eye out for you, so don't worry about that. With that, stand back up and form up next to 1 platoon in your parade square.
Hi, Biggs.
Right, by the time they walk up there, the birds will be good to go.
I need to wait for people to reconnect. Right, I'm waiting to teleport across to
Devon.
Kavala.
Alrighty, guys. Y'all did excellent. Had probably one of the straightest fucking lines in this entire formation, so good job.
Just do it!
Oh, wow. Okay. Never mind then.
That does not sound fucking
We're
awful.
just disciplined, Sergeant.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you back here, fat finger in your fucking keyboard, laying down, sitting down, all that shit. Talk about.
Yeah. No lie with that. Yeah, fuck me and my discipline.
Hey, Sorensen, come on down here with your
Yeah, CM, no.
Thank you for not being a cunt and trying to get into the middle of the formation while in parade. I appreciate that.
Of course, more chaos than good.
Yeah,
Infantry is ready
you
to
were
board.
smart. You just killed
Get
me
that
in like a
fucking-
fucking
get
normal
that
person.
Yeah, no fucking boot.
Infantry is ready to board.
I tell you one thing, it was the best goddess sticker we've ever had for a whole
Yes.
fucking 12 minutes.
It's just
Infantry is ready to
because
board.
Singer never told anyone.
Shot in Westland. Those jimpies get heavy to carry.
Oh, fine, I can say this.
What?
Oh, Captain.
Those
my
jimpies
Captain.
get heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do. Manageable.
backwards some ammo in a vehicle, it's not too
As long
bad.
as you don't expect me to sprint a 100-meter race, I'm fine.
Right, no, right. You're not going to win that, are you?
No.
We did one time though.
We won the marathon.
Yeah.
We did the win run. That was the most embarrassing.
Alright, just stay where you are. FSG.
Give it
center. Make the lines like that. Just like that.
Remember you first.
Just right in the center between both sections, both platoons.
Right. Howard Berg, did you know exactly where
in the
you're
file,
going? You go to the fire, the football stadium, then move through there.
Make sure it's in a,
on the map.
What do we want, fellas?
Where I want you to go to.
Which?
Mark Clark.
Welcome, boss.
Yeah, I can just do them for you.
I'll go at the front
That's
line.
alright with me.
We need
This
this
is
one.
Alright, 1, 2, 2, 2.
Catch
On the choppers, start moving.
Alright, 1
Yes,
and 2.
Sergeant
Moving.
Major.
3, stay where you are. Everybody, this
On me.
And 3, stay where you are.
So I guess I'm standing at the back of the line, or?
Are you Alexander?
Oh, hello.
He said, how are you? Yes is usually not the answer to that question. Okay, good.
How are you? Yes.
How are you? Yes. Okay, good stuff.
I mean, I thought you were saying, "Are you Alexander?" As if like you didn't know.
Are you Alexander? Yes. Yes, I am. That's
Hey, check it out. Where's my captain?
Captain, my captain.
How are you this
Roger
evening,
that.
Slow?
No.
Good. That's good to hear. I'm fucking here. I don't know how good I'm doing.
Roger that. I'm more than happy to just eliminate. I gotta say that accent sergeant kind of looks weird in my name to sing.
Congrats, Armin. Congrats. And congrats, Walker and Ricky.
Yes,
Well
right, sir.
both of you.
Yes, man.
Section, we're going to follow on.
2-2. Stop it.
Oh, let me just get him forward too.
Make sure you do like group, mate.
2-3. Congrats,
Somebody
Howard,
took
on your
my
captain.
spots.
Really quick question.
Who's the
After
half-
your platoon goes, what do you want 3 platoon to do in support assets?
Right, when we land on the football fields, we're given a designated area to go. I see you should put it on map. Oh, sorry, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Signals down, huh?
When
It's-
two
sorry, it's due to me, mate. I'm just missing out for it.
Yeah. When 2 platoon falls off, what do you want these guys to do here? 3 platoon in support?
Just go, I guess.
Just follow along.
Yeah, just join in.
Yeah, just join in, boys.
Huh?
Join in. Follow along. I've not been told anything, so we're flying by the seat of our pants.
Up this room.
You know what heli we get?
That's luck, guys. Have fun.
I like to fly but with a rope around my neck, a bit more efficient.
Put it down to the wall. What was? Oh, we're jogging. Right there, yeah. Keep moving. Oh. There now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
Oh, we're just.
Is that one of us?
Yeah, that was big shit.
No, that was a fucking smoke.
Hey, was that you, man? Was that you?
Yeah, it was me, yeah.
Just providing cover for the choppers.
Yeah, my keys are all
Someone's
fucked
doing a
up,
run.
so-
They're only laughing because it wasn't a frag.
Man, I think if that was a fucking frag, I would have called that shit out. I saw it was a snake when it was thrown. Fuck me.
First one here.
You don't have to fall.
Mr. Sheen, I think you're sitting on my boots.
FST dudes.
Oh, look at that.
It's like a soldier sandwich.
Is that all of FSG?
People.
Yes.
All 35.
Alright, FSG, listen please, switch to whispering, you can talk once you're in the air, and it's about a 10-minute flight. It's traveling 23 kilometers to grid coordinates. You just get this quickly. 054149 is the stadium we're heading to.
I'm off for a quick cigarette, it's going to be a 10-minute flight. Make sure you're back before we land.
You're going to take advantage of this and go get a drink.
As you were so desperate for the comms tonight.
Happily. Is it because you can't set up your radios?
Yeah, no, I can't deal with these radios. We can have
Fair
fun.
enough.
No, I've never actually been allowed to do this, but I'm always been so confused as what would happen if like, the hack on the person who's sitting on top of it.
Is that good?
Unfortunately, I have common sense, so I'm not going to do that. I would love to, but I'm not talking for like, I just thought it was a funny thought to think about.
We don't think we've got like 8 minutes to shit. Right,
Stay on it,
That'll make us start speaking now, especially on West Point.
Yeah, but they already are, don't worry about it.
Play that 2-5-0 so we can get it. And just adjusting course left to get back on the line.
Moscow English flying.
Possibly.
Dryden.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Oh well.
Night is gonna be.
Just all you know, but for some reason they cannot run.
Nice bit. Is Moscow English?
Go on, get back on, please.
And I'm back.
Have fun with the comms.
Thank you. I actually enjoy them, and I can somewhat do them, so I'm alright.
No idea, it's just flying.
You
can fly. Not just, you know, obviously a walk up.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I'm doing advanced signals on the 9th of May.
Nah, City wouldn't be happy with that.
So.
Got a quick break. Good news.
I will do.
Oh,
we
that's
know.
good.
We
have. I can't see his name.
Weird, I'm hearing Mackie's voice and I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's the guy.
That's gonna take a while.
I don't do it. But about 6 months.
Nah, nobody's gonna see that film. It's a really niche one.
It's more parallel.
Like 7-8 maybe.
Are you not? Wow, spectator thought.
Send message over.
And we need to teach you how you draw marshal.
Yeah, everyone says that.
Speed 230 now.
I hear that all the time. Not say one.
Send message over.
Okay, don't worry. Right, turn to right, out, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Over.
I know, that's what I said, but he said he wanted it that way, and I don't know why he wanted it that way, but okay, we'll be fine between the valleys off at 12 o'clock. Speed just up to 200, just for terrain and altitudes maintaining.
Absence of colour.
You probably saw him as the guy that got the fucking...
Actually altitude increasing, climb above terrain.
Fucking water set for him, but got
Yeah, the color scale.
So is FSG going to start singing "Row, row, row your boat" now they're like this?
What?
Like this.
Yeah, roger. We're going to follow the valley down with the guidance to see if this is going to work over the mountains. Turn the right down the valley. Roger. We'll come in around the left of these mountains and then we'll come directly from the southeast. Work the best thing for us. Turn the left on. Attempt to deploy smoke.
Deploy smokes. Over.
Did you hear about the lady in train?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's just really smart, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, she got arrested in China because before quite like broke through pennies into the engine for good luck.
That's a good one.
That's called natural selection.
Oh, she's with me.
Roger.
Riding. No, I think this is.
Quiet down.
Yeah.
Tight to the goalpost, so it's going to tight rapid.
Do we have to do nothing while we make the circle around the helicopter?
Who's speaking?
How close is the lamppost?
Everyone 30 seconds.
Yeah, you're clear of the wall. You're here as well.
Right, clear the D-bus. Come on, D-bus.
No, not left, right, left, right.
Right, it's only D-bus.
Right, let's go.
First.
Just get off.
No.
Go. Griffin.
Do they have the D-bus, like the D-bus drills or not?
Look to the southwest chance. Filter around, just use common sense to filter out.
Is Norman here?
I think both Sorensen and Norman crashed.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
they're
going
both
to be back at their RTC.
Give me a post count.
Jen, can you pull it back, mate? There's people behind us, so. Bit further back than that, mate, and a bit to your left. Well, over to your left as well.
Oh my god, Jenkins, what are you doing?
Oh, don't blame me, blame.
What's full count?
Chicken.
Are you here?
What? All I want to us these freaking orders.
$19.23, cool.
I don't know what the word is for teleporting, but I've got two guys just coming in.
Yeah, Rog.
Who do you have?
Got Sean Donahan is 2.
Got Sheldona here.
Right, let's get everyone.
Shifted northwest.
I guess.
That's the wrong way. I think that's the wrong.
Hello, one.
Ah, shit.
Wrong out. Hello, 10. This is 11. Message over.
Alright.
Norman, we're over on the southwest.
Roger, we have 2 times packs currently at base. Possible to arrange transport, over.
There's a flagpole.
Roger,
He's
thank
on
you.
the, yeah.
1 out. Wrong. 1 out.
We just start this kick.
Indeed. Righty, shit. Are we going hot, or is it just fucking...
I don't know. I guess so. It doesn't hurt to go, I guess.
Ready, get the ICs together.
Charlie 1. This is 1-1 out. Bravo. Move to my location, please. Over.
Hello, 10. This is 1-1 per scan, over.
What?
Only one complaint, Elkin.
Hello, yes.
Roger,
So
per
it's
scan,
a
over.
It's a cold HLS. We can just get out. Like, there's no need. Pers rep, yeah. Pers rep, not pers count.
Apologies, a long day. Correct. Pers rep, over.
Alright.
Yeah, so it's a cold.
Roger, pers rep as follows.
That's the first time I've
2-5,
heard of
over.
it.
We could choose
US
to use
changes
this as a
back to
training
112.
Rog.
Yeah.
Ready, gentlemen.
Yeah, but there was a shipment of people that was LOA as well, so they need to be caught up. You just
They'll be, yeah, they'll be done with flagpoles. So, gentlemen, as far as I know, stands patrol through the town of, what's it called again? Kavala.
We're going to Kavala, yeah.
I'd say that's more of a city than a town.
Indeed. Alrighty, gentlemen. For patrol purposes, unless stuff changes, we'll be patrolling down. We'll take as close as we can get to the MSR. Sergeant, you arrange a route closest to what? Yeah, something like that. We'll take it down. 2 Cavals, and we'll spread off with your sections, and you'll do section patrols. Yes. For now, we haven't been told to go hot, so for now, no mags in, BFA's on. Yeah, we'll have standard order 1-1, 1-2, 1-3. We'll
Right,
wait
guys,
if we have any
prepare to
further
move out.
orders
We're
in
moving
regards
down
to.
towards
Yeah.
2 platoon.
But for now, just stand by, basically. Get your men prepped and ready, but we might be having a little
Viper.
teach from Coy. We'll see.
Just to get them down, I'm going to talk to Walker. Howard, Hartman.
So are we all moving? Just you
Yeah,
two?
we're all moving.
I believe so.
We haven't been
Do you
told
want to
to
take the
move
lead, or do you want us to? We're just going
We
to
can take the lead. Yeah, we have the same plan. Just head down.
We've got EOD with us.
Right, just want to get yourselves on this
Indeed.
southeastern wall facing outwards.
Yeah, Roger, I was just sitting with Howard and Walker anyway.
Ready? Indeed, gentlemen, you'll get the step off.
Right, we're going to be stepping off
ready
with
to go.
EOD in front of us.
Down the road, down to the FRB.
If you don't mind taking point down to that road FRB, mate. 2 platoon be behind you, and then 1 platoon be behind us.
Roger, do we know if it's BFA's off ammo?
I believe we train. I haven't been told live. We're going down there for demonstration, so I wouldn't imagine so.
Cap.
Yeah, Roger, do you want us doing it walking or jogging pace?
There's a walk, test the waters, see if we're going to get screwed over. If we're not, then take it to a jog. I'll leave it down to your discretion.
Yeah, Roger that. Right, we'll get formed up on the road.
Rush.
Oh, yeah? Formed up on the road.
Just take that belt out for now, mate. Told to put anything in yet.
You can go behind DOD if you want, if you guys want to fancy a bit of Gucci, in case something does kick off. I believe so.
No, that's my neighbor with a stupid fucking car outside.
I haven't been told it's live fire, mate. I haven't been told. We're going to go do some training, some practical. We're going to go get a demonstration, I believe, so. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you give him a bit of backup, and we'll be directly behind you. Yeah, cool. We're on 4-2 if you need us. Right. Walker. So EOD point FSG.
I'm not
then
saying
us,
anything.
then
I'm letting you guys cover for me.
EOD's going to get fired up now. FSG's getting ready. Let's get our guys squared away. Let's start moving.
Yeah, no, I've got that already, mate.
Truman, can you confirm BFA's on patrolling down for demonstration?
Alright, chicken.
Hello, Walker.
Oh. I don't think it's all sections have beef with each other. It's just
Yeah,
you have
it is.
beef with the other sections.
Alright, gents, where we go? We're lining up behind AOD.
When you go past EOD, mate, can you just let them know they can step off when they want? I think they're going off in it. Alright, Norris. They're going anyway. Norris.
Gents, this way, down to the road where EOD are.
BFA's on magazines out.
Alright, order of march will be Viper, myself, then Sean, then Norman. That's Charlie.
Yankee number 4.
Yeah, behind EOD, yeah.
Right.
And then
Right,
Delta
thank
will
you.
be Westland, Griffin, Jenkin, then Sorensen.
Right. Going staggered.
Yes. Yes, then you're front of Delta. mate.
BFAs are still on apparently at the moment. We haven't been told what's going to happen.
Keep magazines out as well.
Jenkins also.
Yeah, yeah. Hiding for space.
Oh, hey, brilliant.
Moving.
That's my movement.
Leave a bit of a gap between them. You can start moving northeast up the road.
Just look at everyone else walk away. Ooh. Too close to me, boy. Smell your breath.
Griffin?
Yeah.
Sign yourself into 4-2.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, I heard that.
Hey?
Yeah, that was good, I heard it.
Sound.
Yeah.
We're jogging, gents. There's a man truck to the left here.
See?
Got a few piracies around there.
Are we?
Roger, will do. Alright, gents, stop here near the man trucks. Get an ARD, ready rough run while we wait for the other sections to arrive.
Charlie, I want you south through to west, Delta west through to north. Doesn't have to be beautiful, just fucking get it done.
I think we already have AOD covering us.
Yeah, David gone crouch and holding down the road.
It's gonna be a long wait then.
Okay, guys, start bringing it in and mount it up on this first man truck.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Level engines.
Alex.
FSG EOD, if you want to just take that one. We'll bang our medic and signal him and you as well.
Yeah, roger.
Griffin, I'll be in the back.
Truman and Ward, if you want to jump in with FSG and EOD into that
Roger
one.
that, you want me to hop in the front then?
If you want, I'll be in the back.
Yeah, I'll be in the back.
What the fuck? Would you mind jumping in so the rest of us doesn't get in there running from the back?
Second one.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Getting in the back of the
Yes. Bung you guys in the back of that.
Oh my god.
Howard, let me know.
These things aren't made for you big people. I don't fit in between these bars.
Wait, she'll sit in the back, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in the back, yeah.
Okay.
I bet you need to go on as Dirk Tabor too.
Hello,
Then you'll fit.
1-1, this is 1-2, message over.
It's not my pants, Jenkins. For once, it's not my pants. Right.
Yeah, Hartman, you're driving this one.
No, it's not.
Roger that. Kim, what are you
1-2 is taking the 4 right fix. You got the 2 left fix. Please acknowledge over.
Roger that one to Charlie.
Could do some Pascals on these walls.
Third one in. You get your blokes in the back and you can drive. Or one of your advanced guys can drive.
Just waiting for the order to move out. Alex,
Manchester
I'll let you know when.
advanced driving, mate.
No. I think he was sarcastic.
Know where you're going, yeah?
There we go.
Kinda.
Oh, what am I doing here?
Literally just down this main MSR, we should see the FRV on the left.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, you can put your head to the roof as well.
AFK.
Like a dog.
Who's in the front seat of this one?
Told to bugger off.
You should be in the driver's seat,
Man in.
girls.
Manfred, are you in this one?
Yep.
You're in my seat, mate.
I'm in.
Radio check on 3 on
That's
frequency
Howard.
Truman.
So I said you were driving. We're non-tac, I did say that.
I don't know, but
Oh, yeah, let him then.
8 FPS now.
Oh, hold it.
We lost.
Oh, she would.
What? I feel like a dog now.
You've got, as your front man, then that vehicle bit. Got that vehicle.
Yo.
That vehicle. And that vehicle.
La la. La la.
A little bit, because you won't be here when you get back. What's the problem with your game?
It's good seeing a 2 IC with a bark.
That's cool. We've got plenty of room between 3 man.
With a bark.
Raj, yeah, well, if you really want to restart it, then restart it and I'll see if I can get you teleport or something.
There was a lost leak that crashed.
Yeah, Raj.
Just meet up with Link when you spawn back in and we'll both TP'd.
Who's vaping?
Can we make sure EOD know their point? That's not me.
Righty ho, see you when you can.
I'm gonna have my bomb, that's like everywhere. Leave it alone.
Yeah, Roger's about to tell you the other point, but never mind.
That'd be me.
Alright, so at least now I don't have to be 2IC.
I don't think anyone else would.
Yo,
Only 5
You
people
got
in
it
the
on there.
section.
Yo.
Would be me.
Yeah, you lead Big
We
Knight.
need 2IC past 6.
You say no?
In, Haggy. In.
Haven't had the orders set off yet, Alex.
Hartman just came. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard him saying we're lead Vic.
In the passenger seat.
Are we squared away? Can we step up?
Sorry?
Parent.
Yeah, send it.
You lead Vic. You ready to
Yeah.
step off?
Roger, Hartman, yeah, we're ready when you are.
Howard, lead Vic straight to step off.
Or should we just get the word by 1 platoon? Truman, can you ask 1 platoon if they're ready?
Hello, 1-1. This is 1-2. Message over.
Can you send up to 1-0? Let them know.
There ain't much to give you.
Reference Walker's last.
Yeah, it's the creepy, ugly buffers.
I got some of them.
La, 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 la.
20k. Does that sound alright for you?
Wrong last. 1-0. This is 1-2. Message over.
2 hours later.
1 hour, 19 minutes later.
Welcome.
Oh, and you start shouting.
Burn, you know what time it is?
Right, are you ready to step off?
Cinnamon time.
Yeah,
All
precisely.
stations, step off.
1-0. Hello, 1-0. This is 1-2. Message over.
Step off if you haven't heard it. Pick one, step out.
All Vics are stepping off right now. Over. Okay, 1-0 acknowledged.
Right, in a second there should be an FRV, so start getting ready to pull off the road.
Sorry, someone for me?
Pull off to the right.
How much you betting this could have
Okay, was that you? Yeah, okay.
Right lads, clear to jump out.
Hi gents, let's jump out.
Go.
D-bus.
Just watch out for the other vehicles moving.
I spent an hour and 20 minutes of my life listening to promotions, getting in a helicopter, and driving a few kilometers. Yes, it's 20 past 8. How much money would I get in if I just went to
Might as well push.
Section on me.
Just be aware, I can already hear somebody bitching about the time it's taking to do this.
Right, we're heading north.
I'm moving.
Right gents, we're heading north. We're following AD again. To the 2 platoon format point.
General, get all the ICs on me, get platoon sergeants to take fucking privates away.
Then.
Talking through start
Oh,
February.
I'm last man drinking, go.
I was sent to Westland, but he wasn't leaving.
Where's Westland?
Yeah, ICs here.
Keep it somewhat in an orderly fashion, gentlemen.
Yeah, Rogers is following 2 platoon.
Yeah, you're getting FIBUA. Well, rude. Oh, Jenkins, you saying?
Yeah. Have a day. Have a day.
Alright gents, just bundle up with 2 platoon. Nice little circle.
In John Islay.
ICs or sections?
Probably radio.
Birch? Are you in IC?
Of sections.
Then you need to go to the thing.
Right, chaps.
2-3, jog it up.
All section ICs. Wait, wrong. Truman. Charlie 1 on platoon isn't that just platoon commanders?
No. Section commanders. Guys.
Section commanders.
On company net, I was meaning.
Oh,
alright.
Rog.
Cool. Platoon ICs. Sorry, wrong. Section ICs. If you want to go back down to the checkpoint with Captain Howard, and you've got a little brief from the OC on a few bits and pieces. I'll be leading or myself and Hartman will be leading the training for us in FIBUA.
Okay, Rog.
So that's Biggs, Warlito, and Vils.
Make
I'll
a
fuck
hole,
down to the
make a hole,
checkpoint.
fuck up. Thanks.
Cool. Let's have everybody on the grass.
Beep, beep.
Boys over here, do you want to move closer?
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wunderbar. Cool. Who wants to volunteer as tribute? Oh, Porter Lucy. Point man. Next. Boone, acting IC. Basically, I need 8 men forming up on the road. So we've got the first 2, I need another 6 formed up, staggered column along the road. Behind Boone. Can be from any section, any support detachment. Don't all rush at once,
Behind
FSG.
Guys. Blizzard. Get to the back, you know me.
Blizzard, please go in front from back next time.
Cool, do we have 8?
Don't worry, we won't.
That's 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you do.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, Roger.
Wonderful. So, rest of you, if you just want to follow along the side of the road, try not to get in the guys that are demonstrating way too much, and keep an eye on what they're up to. So, FIBUA drills. FIBUA stands for Fighting in Built-Up Areas. Everybody who's done Milsim for long enough will have all been taught some various bastardization of something between what the US Marines do, what the British Army do, and what various other units around the world do. What we're going to do a very simplified version tonight that applies to coin ops. Believe me, for conventional fighting in a built-up area is very different. The main difference is, when you're on a conventional deployment, 9 times out of 10, there isn't going to be a civilian populace to worry about. They will have buggered off by this point, because it's a war zone. Which means you can assume that anybody with a weapon system in a uniform is hostile. Additionally, you have right of access to any building that you come across. When you're going and performing FIBUA in conventional, you're kicking in every single door, clearing every single building. Coin, very different. Can anybody tell me when you have the right to access a house in coin deployments?
When you know absolutely it's hostile and you have permission from your platoon commanders.
Anybody else got any ideas?
Ooh, me, Sergeant, me.
Shut up, Sergeant.
Only on the condition that you've been fired upon from that building at some point.
Yeah, so Kim's saying if you've taken fire from the building...
What about if you have...
Oh.
What about if you have permission to go into the building from the homeowner?
Permission from the homeowner. All of these answers are correct. Another stipulation would be, as it is at the moment in Afghanistan, British forces only have the right to access an Afghan home if they have ANP or ANA forces with them as well. It's another stipulation. Whether that's in play on the next deployment, I don't know the specifics yet. That may very well be in play as well. So, lots of things to consider when you're moving through a town that's potentially hostile. As I said, one of your main concerns is, or one of your main motivations for getting into a house is taking contact from that house. If you've been fired upon or there is a significant risk to life from that house, you absolutely have the right to enter it, kick it in, and eliminate the hostile threat that's inside it. But Guys on the second floor, he's fired a few rounds out of a window at you. He's then dropped his weapon system and he's just wandered downstairs and he's sitting in the living room. How do you deal with that individual?
Detain him.
Detain him if you can prove he's the same person.
If your description of the person was reported as such and such wearing black clothing, whatever, and he fits the description, then you can do it.
Yeah, so for those that didn't hear that, if you can PID that it's the same guy, yeah, you can arrest him. Well, no, you can't arrest him because we're not police. You can detain him for further questioning. What you can't do is, even if you know 100% it was the guy upstairs that was shooting at you, if he's laid down his weapon system, hidden it in a cupboard somewhere, when you've went into the house and he's no longer armed, you do not have the right to engage him. At that point, he is an unarmed individual.
Be cowardly. That is until he throws a grenade at you.
Until he throws a grenade at you. But the point being is that you detain him quickly under suspicion of hostile acts against you. You then search him. If he's got a weapon system on him or grenades or whatever, they're confiscated and he's handed over to the ANA or the ANP. Cool. So now we know when we can enter buildings. Gives us a better idea of how we're going to be moving through a town. Now, most towns that you approach, on the face of it, they will be friendly. People will chat to you. People will perhaps offer you gifts, offer you food, offer you water. Say, come in and sit down and have some tea, British soldier, you're friendly. Half of them will be telling the truth. The other half will be nipping into their homes as soon as you've walked past, saying, oh, there's a British section in our village. Taliban, come and blow them up. Or they'll be saying, oh, the village elder's just round the corner, you definitely need to head down that street to the left. And down to that street to the left is an ID that's been planted a couple of days earlier. These are all risks that you need to pay attention for. So, how the civilians are acting, or how the individuals are acting, whether they are worried that you're there, happy that you're there, feeling a little bit shifty around them, not trusting them, they're offering a bit too much information up without anything in return. These are all red flags to you. And the main threat, which I'm sure EOD can well verse you in, is that of ID threat in towns. There'll be lots of rubbish littered around, various other items in the towns that you need to be watching out for, and as we're walking through the town, you'll get to see a bit of that. The key thing to be watching out for is things that look out of place. So you're walking down a completely empty street and there's one wheelie bin halfway down it. Sorry to bring it back up for EOD, but Yates has told me the story about it. If there's one wheelie bin on a length of road that's otherwise clear, what do you think's in the wheelie bin?
Boomstick.
Boom boom.
Boom boom. Something that's going to cause serious injury to you and your blokes. So, it might seem silly, but that's the kind of thing you mark, avoid, and report. You don't try and get brave and think, oh, it's just a wheelie bin, someone's put their rubbish out on the wrong day. No. Anything out of place, anything out of the ordinary, mark, report, and avoid. Cool. So with that, we'll start our little patrol into the town. So, let's walk along. And guys at the side of the road, if you just want to follow along at the side of the road. So, hunky-dory, nothing's going wrong. Not seeing anything out of place. There's a couple of civilians wandering around. Then all of a sudden, if we stop here, bang bang, couple of shots ring out. You see the bullets ricochet off the concrete in front of you, and there's a contact down that road. What do we think we do in this situation? What's the first thing that we need to be doing?
RTR.
RTR. Spot on. Now, bearing in mind we're in a town that's potentially got civilians in, how do we handle that RTR?
Move the first star.
Your first star is only to be followed if you can PID that target with that weapon system. Especially for FSG, if you're in a town and you're getting contacted, and for your GPMG gunner. Because these houses aren't, or the house, maybe not these houses, but the houses in Afghanistan aren't the most substantial of things. And 7.62 from a Gympie at close range will rip through that house. So if you're not PIDing your target, and you're just returning fire in the general direction, all of a sudden you've ruined somebody's Sunday lunch. And then you have to answer to the provo for it. Cool. So you've taken contact. So what's the second part of RTR after you've not returned fire?
Take cover.
Take cover.
Take cover. So how do you think we take cover where we are now?
Bro.
Down those walls.
Oh, where we are right now. Oh, you fan out to either side of the road, so wall one side, building left, blah blah. If it's down the road anyway.
If you're being ambushed and being shot at, Taliban have been fighting the British Army for a while now. They know our doctrine fairly well. What happens if we fan out onto the other side, the sides of the road, focusing on it? There we go. ID. There is a reason why they're ambushing you at this specific point. They could ambush you anywhere they wanted in the town, anywhere they wanted in the country, along the length of your patrol. Why here? IC's job in this scenario, and 2IC's job, is to be hyper-focused on why here. You've got six, 8 blokes in your section to worry about the immediate threat of the shooter. It's your Condor moment as ICs, 2ICs to think, why here? What's going on? What's to the sides? What risks are around me? Now, that's not to say that everybody shouldn't be thinking about the risks around them, whether it be a pilot. Oh, somebody's bored of my teaching. Whether it's... Take this entrance here. They've wanted you to stop here. They want you to fan out and start taking cover. What could be across the length of that entrance there?
Tripwire.
Mines.
Tripwire. Mine. Pressure plate.
Actually, a tripwire's not long enough.
Well, it would be in real life.
Or basically, could just be a guy hiding behind the wall with an AK on full auto.
PKM.
Absolutely. Could be as simple as
PKM.
another bloke hiding there with a couple of grenades or an AK on full auto. Oh, you have to be asking yourself, why here at all times? Why am I getting ambushed here? What are the risks around me? Now, that's not to say that pushing into that area isn't the best course of action. It's all about weighing the pros and cons of each decision that you make. But it needs to be quick, and it needs to be on a dime sometimes, and you have to accept that there is a certain risk with FIBUA. Any given time, fighting in a town is dangerous. There's nothing you can do to avoid that danger. But the decisions you make can sometimes mitigate it. So, we're taking cover. If we go prone, and the contact's down the road, how many of the section can engage the target, if you can get a clear visual on him? 2. Boone, Bortolus.
Curve of the road, 3.
Due to the curve of the road, maybe only Boone has eyes on the target. Because of the curve of the road.
I was being curved behind. Next guy could probably shoot behind me.
Possibly, but then you're potentially in the way of that. If you shift left or right, he's going to shoot you in the back. So you need to think of how you manoeuvre your section up. So taking cover at the sides of the road is absolutely the right thing to do. Now, in this scenario, if the contact's coming from down the road, best thing for Boone and the guys on the left-hand side of the road here is probably moving up to the edge of that house. That gives them cover from down the street. They can manoeuvre round the building to the back and flank them. They can one person can poke out and cover it while the rest of them are covering rear and side. Likewise, on the right-hand side of the road, if we ignore Hartman for a second, Bortolucci's went past this opening, but it's still his closest place to fall back to. So he probably wants to be backpedaling a few steps, checking left and right with the man over here, which is Russell. So Russell, if you want to run up here. Russell's got a fairly good view to the left. Bortolucci's got a fairly good view to the right. they can go in and they can take up a position in there. So Bortolucci take cover here. Russell, go on the other side of the wall. No, Bortolucci right there.
Oh, sorry.
And Russell, if you just want to go on the other side of that wall there. Both got cover. Now, you've got 4 guys at the back here, probably Delta Fire Team.
040138.
So Boone and the other front man, or Boone and the man behind him, has moved up to the next forward position, which is that house. And the Delta Fire Team back here, under command of Pierce. Where would you go in this scenario, Pierce? Absolutely. So take your 4 guys up there. So Russell, you're pretty happy. You've got 4 blokes taking cover behind you. You can now turn your weapon system back front. You've got somebody watching your rear. So, we're all a bit split up now. The section's a bit all over the place, but you're all in relative cover. Next point of action is to get a positive location on the individual that's taking shots at you. From here, Boone, as the IC, you can spot him. Oh yeah, he's on that balcony up there on the road. You see the balcony?
Second house down right side.
Second house down right side. Everybody wants to peek around the edge of the corner. You'll see a house, second balcony, right side. So, you know that's where your enemy is, so that's the guy that's shooting at you is. Question is, how do you get there? Or do you need to get there?
Not necessarily.
No.
We'll probably be gone before we get there.
Yeah, there's 2 things you have to consider is, by the time I move there safely, he's going to have fucked off out the back door and run off somewhere. So that's your primary concern. How do we mitigate the risk of that?
Go around the back with the group.
Think bigger than your own section in this case.
Another section, somewhere in somebody else in the platoon. I wouldn't be here on my own.
No, of course not.
Better be here with the fucking other section.
There would be the entire platoon would be moving through the town. Remember, I'm calling you patrol as a platoon.
And they call it an I-Star?
Yeah, there we go. I-Star.
Ricky.
Maybe not Recce.
FSG. You got it all.
Possibly FSG. FSG might be up on that hill, and they can cover the entire rear of the town, and they can see that building through their clue. And they can monitor that thermal in that house that's shooting at you. Now, this is what Singer will be moving on to when he takes over the training, is POI, and handover of POI. So you've got a person of interest, and you need to hand it off to another area, another section, or another detachment, because you can no longer maintain eyes on it. So Boone goes to his sergeant, gives an 8-figure grid of that house, and then says, I need an I-Star on it, there's a shooter in there, can you get a bird on it to watch where he goes? Bird watches it, the guy gets in a vehicle at the back of the thing and drives off, back of the house and drives off to the other end of town, where one platoon have got a VCP set up. So Boone has the shooter, passes it to JHC who follow him on his route, who pass it back to one platoon to stop that vehicle at the VCP. He might be unarmed at that point, but through the information that's passed from area to area, that person can be detained, questioned, electrodes can be strapped to him by the Sergeant Major and 12MI.
We don't do that anymore, Walker. At least we don't tell him anymore. We don't tell him anymore. Coach says it's at least less marks.
Yeah. So that handover of a POI, just because you can see him and you potentially can push in and eliminate him, by the time you're there, you might not be able to and he might have fucked off. So that chain of information needs to happen first. Once that chain of information's been handed off, you can then think, right, what's my plan? So in this case, if it was me, yes, there's the risk of ID in that compound or at that gate. You would know if it was there or not because Bortolucci and Russell just pushed into the entrance there. It would have went boom if it was going to go boom. So Boone is the IC, can radio to his 2 IC Pierce, who's taking cover with his section behind his fire team behind that wall there. Right, chaps, over the wall. Make your way through that compound and the back gardens ahead. And push up onto the rear of that building. Boone from his position there, or rather whoever his point man is that's standing there on the corner while Boone takes cover as the IC, can put a shot at that window to keep him occupied, keep his head down, make sure he doesn't engage, while Pierce and the other fire team hop over the wall and flank round to the rear. Notice what we didn't do when we started getting shot at.
We didn't hose the building down with any gunfire?
You didn't hose the building, and you didn't charge off down the street. Anybody got any questions?
Yeah, I got one question.
Jenkins.
Is it absolutely necessary to continue down this road? Can you just turn back, find another route?
So, again, bit of a bone of contention, depending on who you ask. But, yes, you could take another route. You could fuck off around the other side of the village, go down onto that main road, go up onto one of those back roads and patrol the way that's dictated. But, the mindset that we're in is we're the British Army, we go where we fucking want. We're not going to be dictated to by one man with a gun of where we can go. He might shoot us, but if he shoots at us, we're going to shoot back. And given the opportunity, we're going to kill him. We're not going to run away and go take another route because we're scared of that man in the house. So you could take another route, and the immediate thing, if there's an ID in the centre of the road and you don't want to go near it, then absolutely take a different route. But our routes and our choices and how we patrol shouldn't be dictated by one gunman. We go where we want. Cool. Any other questions? Cool. So let's continue moving through the town. So guys, in the make-believe section, you guys want to form back up in your staggered column. And it's probably easier if everybody at the side of the road, if you just want to go into the centre of the road in a column, kind of basically cock the bum. And that way you can see things as we're moving along.
Von Horgan's get in front of me.
Cool. So let's continue down the road then.
I love cock the bum.
So this contact didn't happen. We're just going to continue pushing in on our journey through the town. Now, in this scenario, the town is known to be hostile. They are full of Afghan sympathisers. Other patrols have been shot while they've been patrolling through this town. So, what we're going to do is once we reach this next junction, we'll stop and we'll do a bit of a walkthrough of some manoeuvring.
Gamble. Hop in between me and Horgan's.
So, point man set a junction. Point man stop and section hot stop. Don't take a knee, stay standing. So don't go further past that corner. Keep in cover, make sure that you can't see round the corner and that the round the corner can't see you. So probably back about here, Bartlessie, where I am. Yeah, spot on. So you've made it as far as there. You're not sure whether there's an armed individual up there. Now, one of the mindsets we need to get out of is doing this. Or stepping out to the side. Too many times have I seen people, one man, so Bortolucci, you kneel down there and lean out round the corner.
Dead.
No, point your weapon as well. Pretend you're returning fire. And then there's another guy behind him. Over that shoulder. So, Sean, take up my position, pointing, leaning out, point firing over his head.
You'll be halfway across the street before you know it.
And then the next man is leaning out round Sean. Come on, guys. Yes, leaning's good, because it means you can take a peek round the corner, but we do not want to be lining up in a row, taking cover behind our mate. That's not what we do. Because right now, Sean's a bigger threat with the Jimpy. He's using Bortolucci as cover. He is keeping himself safe at the risk of another bloke in his section. That's not what we do. So, if we can get 4 people, so Alex and Stevenson, if you want to join up on the corner there, line up. So, Sean, where would you be if you were stacked up against this wall? Where would you be and where would you be looking? So, Bortolucci, if you go back to where you were and you're facing down the road. So, Bortolucci, front man, face down the road. Next man, Sean, where are you facing?
Probably looking south.
Alex, yeah, there we go. So anybody at the back, if you can't see what they're doing, run forward quickly and have a quick look. I know you're AFK, Till. I'm only kidding. Cool. That's how you should be stacked up. Perhaps not kneeling. If you need to be static, you kneel. If you're staying dynamic and you're moving, you want to be on your feet. You making yourself smaller in CQB is less valuable than you being able to move at pace or move at speed. Being dynamic is a lot better than being a small target in CQB and FIBUA. So, all arcs are covered. We're not worried about anything coming out of that building because Sean's pointing a Jimpy at it. Alex has got pretty good eyesight. He's covering all the way down into that valley. And Stevenson's covering the rear in case anything comes out from behind them. Bortolucci's keeping eyes on front. So, thank you very much, chaps, if you want to fall back in. Right, so we've got Bortolucci in his staggered column with the rest of the guys, working his way along the street. Now, rather than him doing his lean and the man behind him leaning out and trying to lean over, what we do is your man here, whether it's the IC or your IC goes third man in this scenario, which you can do if you would like. This man heads forward, he slices it the way you would slice a room, moves up to this corner, he says, yep, Borto, route clear. And stops there, and then Bortolucci carries on in his staggered column. And you continue walking along, continue patrolling at that point. Use the angles that you can create with other guys. Don't put it all on your point man. Because your point man's eyes can't be everywhere. So use the other angles that you can create simply by moving someone from here as second man up to this position here. Full clean view up that street. Can have a quick scan of the windows. Nope, don't see anything. Bortolucci, you're clear to step off. At which point, Bortolucci crosses to the next point and takes over watching up that street until the rest of the section move over. So if we do that now, so Boone, if you get on that corner,
Question.
Rest of the section keep moving up. Borto, sprint across. Or walk across. And Bortolucci, you would take over watching up the street from about here. And then the rest of the section continues on their patrol.
Come on, let's in a straight line. Golden.
Move on.
Junction coming up.
So in this case, Cole takes over from Russell, and Russell steps off again.
Alright, Russell's moving.
And then when your last man, Simonson, gets over here, let's Cole know, right, last man in place, you can step off. and then you just jog it up to get back to your position in the column. Now, at the same time, so here the fun bit comes. At the same time, the guys on the left-hand side of the road are doing the exact same.
Question.
Oh, does someone have a question?
So, if we come to a building like, say, this one here with this door open, what can we do then?
You walk up to the door, poke your head inside it, continue on your patrol. Remember, these are people's houses. These are people's houses. It could be a nice civilian like the man upstairs that looks surprisingly similar to Captain Yates. But it could be just a chap upstairs. He's waving at you out the window. He means no harm. On the flip side, there he is. On the flip side, he might have an AK-47 and he jumps out onto the balcony and starts shooting at you. At which point, it's your job to then shoot him back. That's the unfortunate thing about CQB and FIBUA, is as well trained as you guys are, as British Army soldiers, at 10 feet range with an AK-47 on fully automatic, that guy doesn't need to be well trained. He just points it in the general direction of you, opens fire, and hopes he hits the target. Doesn't need the training. Okay, you might hit your body armor, you might hit your helmet, you might not die, but he might hit your leg, you might clip an artery, hit you in the neck, hit you in the face. The odds are with him as the ambusher. Which is why it's so important to keep your eyes on anything that looks out of place. So, in this case, if whoever the Zeusser is that's up there, if you want to duck back inside the building for me. So who's going to be the first one that spots him coming out of that doorway there?
At this point?
Guys on the right.
Right-hand side of the road. Probably either Samuelson or Call, I would imagine. Possibly Russell, but he's second man, he's probably going to be looking forward. So from you back here, you need to be observing the opposite, as much as you're looking in front of you and to your right and in the ground floor windows and all that kind of good stuff, you need to be watching second floors on the opposite side of the street. Now, I'm not going to tell you that the first man should be looking straight, the second man should be looking up, the third man should be looking right, and all that kind of nonsense. Because it's everybody's responsibility to maintain 360 as best they can. But obviously, Boone, standing right in that doorway... Sorry, chaps. Boone standing right in that doorway as he's walking past... He's going to have no idea that guy's above him with an AK until he opens fire. Because right above him, over his left shoulder, isn't the priority that he's looking at. He's thinking about this corner in front of him. What about that doorway? What about what's down the street? There's a pile of rubbish just up there 10 feet in front. He's not looking above him. Cool. Any questions so far? Cool. So let's keep on our patrol. So the guys in the middle, in fact, actually, let's swap you guys out. If we can get another 8 guys out on our staggered column, and the rest of you that are in the example can fall back in.
Who wants to switch with me? Come
I'll
on,
swap.
not that scary.
I'll swap with Griff. Riven.
Who wants to swap with
I'll swap
Boone?
with you.
And for the staggered column, let's take it down to like 3-4 meter spacing. Let's keep it quite tight, just so we can all listen and I'm not straining my voice too much. Cool, so we've got new 8 guys out on the flanks of the road. Cool. So, with what I've told you in mind, you're kind of swapping and juggling corners with each other, and skipping and recycling where you are in your order of march. Let's continue down the road a bit. So, Stevenson, first corner for you, you would take cover. Your priority immediately is front, and then it's to your rear, sorry, to your left. Jenkin, as the next man,
when you got a minute.
you take over front, start heading down the road to your next corner. Guys on the right-hand side, if you want to start doing it as well, start heading down to the right. If you find an alleyway, obviously your priority is covering the right-hand side, and let the next man switch over. Cool. So Blackburn, if you go on a step off.
We're not covering the left side?
No, because you've just got Stevenson. In this case, you would actually go round the corner and be looking left as Jenkins crossing. So Blackburn, once you've called it clear, the man on that corner takes over the corner, and you continue on. Okay. So Jenkins, you'd be pushing probably right up to this area here, and you'd be taking over the arc from here.
Yeah, okay.
Then when you're set, you would call back to Stevenson.
Set.
Stevenson, Jenkins set. So tap him on the shoulder and relieve him. Yes, mate.
Yeah, but there's a little alleyway I don't want to...
Right, keep moving.
Cool, chaps. I've just been informed all the ICs are back on deck. They've went through similar stuff with the OC. So the ICs are going to take you all the way as sections individually. Mark on map what roads you want in this immediate vicinity. Take a road each as a section and practice your drills on it. So, split off into your sections again.
Yeah.
Daddy.
So,
Never share with me.
We all here then? Cool,
I think we are.
To the southwest.
What is it?
A little bit.
Like a road.
As long as they got some space to do it.
What about that one? Straight down there. That one down there?
to your left.
No, because Singer's on that one.
Grab some water. Let the ICs go get.
Yeah, we got time to go AFK for a
moment. If we go watch,
Chill.
they're going to be a bit away. Let them get underway, then we can go and assist and then give them advice as they do it.
Chill,
Oh,
literally
oh,
behind
shit,
you.
man.
Blind, deaf, and dumb.
Yikes.
Yeah. How?
We're gonna mark the map.
It's not very nice. I can't hear it either.
We're gonna take 2-1. We're gonna use this junction. The means of crossing.
Which, yeah, keep close, but obviously as long as you've got space as well.
Where are we on now?
Well,
yeah.
I know what road we're doing.
I'll probably make my way down there. If I figure we're getting a bit too far away, I'll probably just stop us there.
Which, catch us on that. Yeah, crack on.
Roger.
Right, gents, I've marked the map. FSG is like a line. Shitty line.
Truman.
Then we can run there, because then we'll do the drills there.
I'm back.
Viper.
Kill.
Yes, boss.
Hello,
Major. Start running.
Where are we?
We are that way,
We'll
basically.
when we're going to step
No.
into some live fire.
Go! Oh, my game's glitched, just run past me. Sick. If you need to, just follow Viper. My game's glitched completely. Just follow Viper. Oh my god.
You can do it, Bert. You can do it.
I can do it! Oh my god.
I think someone's already taken this road.
Oh really?
Oh, really?
But they didn't.
Tell them, have they marked on the map?
But
I'm still really glitched.
I think we are in the wrong place.
You go. Right.
Griffin, my game's still glitched. Find a road quick.
Oh god. Oh, right.
Could just go to the end of this road.
But we were.
No, we're definitely in the right place.
Yeah, we are. But yeah.
What's the right?
Come on,
Fuck it,
I mean,
we'll
they're
take the next
already
road.
on
Right
it,
on
so
me,
it's-
on me, let's go. Yeah, right.
Or we could just do it here and go somewhere.
Yes,
There we go.
this
Yeah, we could do it.
left. Yeah. Alright.
Let's stop there, gents. Yeah, we'll do it here. Stop here.
Let's go left then.
Roger that.
These guys are continuing.
Yeah.
Alright,
we'll just take
let me mark this on the map quick, so people don't get confused.
Well, people seem to be confused anyway.
Yeah, I know. Alright, gents. Let's start forming up there, so we're like walking down the road. And I'll go through what I've just been taught, which is probably the same as same order of march. Yeah, Viper front.
I have a weird doubt that is true, but let's see.
We never know, gents. We could have just been taught two completely different things. So. Huh? What did you say, sorry? Alright, gents. So I'll explain over radio so everyone can hear.
Yeah.
Some amazing teaching skills here from Birch. It's just about to come up. Viper, mate, you can stop. Right, gents. A few tips. One thing I said first of all, when he was teaching us, that everything is a hazard. That means your heads need to be on literally the 12 every time you go for a city or an urban area like this. Secondly, the point man, which currently is now Viper, because I don't know where Solo's gone, will be in constant communication with the IC to tell him what's in front. So if any night you have to go point man for whatever reason, always be in comms with the IC. Okay, gents. I saw when I just turned up a minute ago, they were just about to go through like junction crossings. It did look a little bit different to what Singer just taught us, so I'll go through it again. Right, let's have. Alright, if everyone now wants to come down the road, because you're gonna have to see this, so everyone come down to me.
Jog through them. No, it's FS3.
Sit on that corner. Sit on it. No, you don't look round. No, so you literally. Yeah, okay, hold on, let's let, 2, 3
we
go
marked
past.
this bit.
The best section.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are you marking it in platoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's all bad.
That's alright. Well, put it inside next time. Alright, yeah, this Viper's just informing this is different how you were just taught. So basically, we can use Charlie as an example. So if Delta wants to just quickly stand over here. And Charlie, how many is there, Charlie?
4.
Yeah, ignore me as well. So Charlie, get in a staggered column behind Viper. Ignore me though. And Sorensen, can you fill in my position? So Sorensen will be the 4th man. Griffin, just go over there, mate. So you're out of it. So it'll just be Sorensen, Viper, Sean, and Norman in the staggered column. So Norman, that side, yeah, and then Sorensen over there.
Average.
Perfect. Okay, so this is different how it's just taught by the looks of it. That Viper just informed me. So what you do is the first. So when like a junction comes up like this, can you all hear me? So can I start shouting?
Yeah.
Sorensen, you can hear me at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So Viper will sit here and face forward, and then whoever's next, so Sean, you will come out to around here. So come on me. So you won't fully expose yourself, but you'll sit here and you'll aim down that road. Cover it, yeah. And once you're covering, this should all be automatic, so no comms will be needed. So Viper will look over to you, and you're in position. Then Viper will get up. Viper will get up and sprint to this side.
Run, Forrest, run.
And then you sit here and aim forward. And you probably can't hear me over here, so Viper will come over here and sit forward. And then basically it'll just be like a little bump process. So that means then after he goes, Sorensen will come up to Sean's position. Sorensen will then look down the road and Sean will run down. Stay in your staggered column, so just behind Viper. And then Normal will go over. And then finally Sorensen will go over. As this is an intersection, this will be much more like big. And then basically, Viper, as soon as your second guy comes over, you'll start walking again. And then it will just be a continued like fluid pattern. You can stop Viper because it's not going to go anywhere. So that's how I've just been taught it. Obviously, Walker's just explained like you look around the corner. I don't think Walker was made aware.
It was pretty much the same. I think he just explained it.
Well, no, he had the point man waiting on the corner, looking around the corner, and then everyone crossing behind them.
Yeah,
okay, Yeah, but
That's not really the same, though, is it?
In this case, why would like the right side cover, not the left side? It's like if there actually comes something when someone's crossing the road, you got a man in the way.
These are questions that I should ask Singer, you know? He did say any questions, let him know. On a crossroad, then it'll be up to the IC of what road to cover first. But then that doesn't really make sense because no one's going to cover the right.
Just cover both?
Exactly. So we can change up a bit on a crossroad, but it'll be up to the IC's discretion.
But wouldn't the third guy also covering down the road as the fourth guy gets over? So they're still covering down the road, even when the fourth guy goes. Like even when you get to the last man, there's still someone covering the corner by the second to last man on that corner. So you're not completely exposed when running across here. Wouldn't that also make more sense?
Oh, that does make more sense, yeah. Obviously, flaws that because Singer literally just went over in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. So it's more finding like things that work for us. So Norman would in theory be covering the road when I cross, right? So I don't cross over while being exposed.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. I get what you mean. Yeah. Obviously, I just copied Singer's complete demonstration, so you kind of get the idea of it. But then we adapt it to FSG. Even though you may do this on Saturday and I won't be here, so Jono may even change up again. So
yeah.
Well, just a question. Maybe I'm missing something. But who is covering for the last man? Because the last man is going to run over. But who's going to cover for him?
Yikes! Well, I mean, you couldn't just like the guy that crossed before cover him from over here while he crosses.
Yeah, that's how War Sorensen just said. So that's how we're going to adapt it. So instead of the last man crossing blindly and potentially probably not going to get shot, let's be realistic. But chances are very low. But yeah, so the second last man will cover the street while the last man crosses, just for security's sake. It's not the way that Singer just taught, but we'll just adapt it slightly. Right, so that's how you cross like junctions. He also said, everyone gather up a bit. If you can't hear me, Viper, can you hear me back there? Oh, he's coming in. He also said if we shoot a civilian in this operation, in Coin, the police will come and arrest you. And you'll be took at the PV and be questioned by probably HQ. So that's every time you kill a civ. So, and apparently there'll be more 1 live nights in the next op.
Yeah.
Because it's Coin.
Can we disconnect after we die?
No.
Well, they always say that, but it just never happens.
Alright.
So there'll be more 1 night lives. RTR drills, slightly different, depending on the situation. So if you're walking down here, this road, and there's like a market in front of you, down there, it's kind of common sense, you'll just think about this. But if someone in the market, like in between all the civilians, take a pop shot at you, obviously everyone doesn't return fire, because then you're going to kill a ton of civilians. And then you're going to get bollocked, basically. So basically what would happen is, instead of returning fire, if there's just like 1 gunman and like loads of civs or near civs, you would just take cover. Then the IC would plan out where to go, so like a left flank or a right flank, or
the first R. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, just remove the first R. However, if there's a gunman on top of a hill up there or something, and you see no civilians around, you can return the fire. So you just got to kind of use common sense, which I'm sure will be fine. Yeah, you'll just get it. Oh, hold on. Oh, there's a controlled death just about to take place, so
yeah,
having fun.
Let's go.
I don't know when it's coming.
Alright. No, I'm not going to give you a to do this. We're just expecting this to happen naturally.
Secondly, okay, I don't know when that's going to happen. If you're explosion, you know what it is. Next thing. Right, so if we're patrolling down a road, right, so if we're patrolling this way, and a guy on that balcony just takes a pop shot at us and runs back in, and he's wearing like blue top and red shorts. If we then see a guy come out of that building, matching that description, unarmed, so he's dropped the gun, we cannot shoot because of card alpha. Even though it's probably heavily likely it was the gunman, card alpha says he's unarmed and he's basically a civilian, and we don't know it was the gunman. What would happen then is, so if he's walking from left to right and he goes behind more buildings and like out of our AOR, the IC would then contact the platoon HQ or 0, and then they would get another section who's like on the right or left flank of you to have a look and see if you can arrest him or question him. So just card alpha again. He like went on about. So if a gunman shoots at you, then someone with the same description, unarmed, walks out the building, and we're too far away, and we can't stop him, then you can't shoot because of card alpha rules. Understood?
Yep.
Can you hear Walker? Okay.
So you can if you have a throwaway pistol.
Well, neither knows what to yell. It's just drop the parmesan. Well, do pack the parmesan. So don't worry about that. We'll pick it.
Sorry, carry on.
Alright, gents, everyone understood that one?
Yep.
Yeah, understood. Perfect. Same goes as if he comes out and gets in a car near you. Just you can't start lighting up the car. It would be the same procedure. So your IC or 2IC or whoever it is will radio up to Platoon HQ. They'll probably get I-Star on it. Oh, there's the control
deck.
Platoon HQ will get I-Star on it, and then if any like VCPs are set up in the area, then they'll be known as well and everything. That doesn't really affect you, but it just knows don't shoot at a car if you have a suspected person unarmed wanted.
Person of interest.
Person of interest, that's it. Basically, that's what they meant by handover drills. That's it. Basically, just radio up.
Can we go advocate 2 months on these?
Yeah, that's alright.
Okay.
Take a knee if you can. Perfect. Second of all, last point that was really went on about is that, okay, so
There's a balcony in the middle of the roof.
99 with a flake.
I'll have a Fanta lemon, please.
Fanta lemon,
They won't
right.
come back.
Hang on, hang on.
Come over here, mate.
Yeah, I'm still.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's perfect. Right, now you need to do it for some distance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that works. Yeah,
What a
yeah,
mess.
yes, that works.
Nice.
You just needed some coordination.
Obviously, when you,
Yeah.
you know the person interested is on the second floor. You need a second guy to get up there, so you got to be pretty confident you can do it.
My interact's not set up. It's not
Not
set
gonna
up.
lie, with all this equipment, that would be pretty hard.
What did I miss, Patch?
Basically,
Let me try.
Jenkin, if you come to
I'll kneel,
like a garden like this, and you need to get through it to like get.
Are
to
we
the
going on the
last
roof,
building,
or what's the point?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's civilians there.
But how do you do it?
You have to say to them, British Army, for your own safety, please get back inside your own house. You can't tell them like to F off or,
I set it up for space,
or get
but it
in or I'll
doesn't
shoot you, etc. etc. You have to
Yeah.
say, British Army, please enter your house with your own safety.
Okay, yeah.
And then you can push through to the house you need to get to. Or if they don't do it, just push through anyway. You've given them a good enough warning and you can come back to it later.
Grand. Cool.
Okay, so you just gotta. Anything else I told you? Obviously, what they're doing now.
Wait, actually.
You can advance, climb on someone.
Sean, have you set up your
It's a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
Oh,
but Jono and Biggs did demonstrate it, and he said if the IC gives his discretion, you can do it. If you know the person interested on the second floor.
Could you show me that again, so I can see what you did?
So,
What's the advanced movement action again? Because I switched accounts again, of course. I'm on my private
Control
account
V.
again.
Control
No, but like, what's the action?
Shift space.
Wait.
Okay.
No, the action, not the
action
buttons.
One. Action one.
Action one?
Yeah, use action one.
Wait, what action?
Oh, bunny hop.
That's the controls on the.
Oh,
you go to
look at that.
controls and custom controls.
Oh,
Just
I'm
use
gonna
action
fall.
one.
No. Oh, I'm good.
Are you up?
I got it on
Yeah,
20.
that was nice, guys. Very nice.
So that's how you do it. If you can get two guys up fast, and you know the guys on the second floor, you can do that if the IC gives permission. And there you go. They're breaching it, and they're going to get the guy.
Controls.
Oh, just mind you, the
There's some
80s with the
controls.
SAS.
And then custom controls and use action one. I've got mine set to control and spacebar.
Yeah, mine's Control V.
Oh, that man's left his balcony door open. How unfortunate.
How rude.
Yeah, I've got mine on 20,
You
but
might
apparently
need
I haven't
help.
actually
I heard
put it
a
up.
call for help.
Oh yeah, I think it's because my flight stick was
Yeah.
fucking with shit.
There could be a baby up there in distress.
Yeah, I heard crying up there. We need to go.
Oh, that was Viper crying.
I heard
into
a
his
50
helmet.
cal down there. That sounds more like it.
Guess we can crawl on top of that too.
Oh, there's a civilian in here.
We can on the roof, maybe.
Yeah.
Do a conga line.
No one even fucking saw this guy before Birch right now. This is...
Hello, sir.
Salam alaikum.
British Armed Forces. Have a nice
Pack
day.
the Parmesan and tea.
It's packing. Parmesan.
I'll explain later, Sean. Pack the Parmesan.
Do back the Parmesan.
Fancy, yes.
Was that code for it's packing some
No,
shit?
so we went through some pass-through commands here, like Saturday, right? And one of them looked like do pack the Parmesan and tea. What was it? Drop your weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do pack the Parmesan, kiss the
we'll see
tea.
what I can do. Kiss the tea.
Kiss your teeth.
That is pretty much the drop your weapon. So yeah.
Kiss your teeth.
Kiss your teeth, man.
Do pack the Parmesan.
Intensity.
What was that mean?
Drop your weapon.
About 7 minutes.
Well, it's
Fucking
a
Parmesan.
very bastardization of past soon.
In about 7 minutes, we'll move on to the next part that's planned. I'm gonna go AFK for 2 minutes, so if you need to go AFK, I'll go now if I.
Oh, back
I'll
time.
you.
Back time.
Oh shit.
Make sure you're back for like 5 minutes, because then we'll be called in. I need to go for a second anyway.
If someone is not going, could they be my plinth?
Yes.
I'm streaming, so I'm gonna watch you
It would
chat
actually
to
work
it.
with someone going AFK as well.
Yeah, but if they went AFK,
You have to crouch right under the ledge. Oh my god, he's trying to
There we
climb
go.
that.
And then the second
I
guy
tried
would
to
do it
get
as
into
well.
the building. Right. What? I should probably be able to get up on the roof.
Yeah, let me see if I can try that one.
Yeah, go for it, man. Mission says consistent.
Oh yeah.
So go behind me.
Yeah.
And use the action, control space, or space, or whatever you put it at.
Oh,
On top.
Can get
Okay,
up.
Jenkins, as soon as you get up here.
And then look at the balcony and do the same thing again.
Look at the balcony.
Oh,
And now do it on me as. Actually, could you sit down? I'll try and get on the roof.
Okay, get on the roof. Go, go, go.
No, not the roof. Not the roof. Please don't kill yourself.
Ah.
Okay, you can come down now.
See, great.
You see, this can
And
be done
now-
pretty damn fast as well.
If you look down a ledge and press V, you also like reduce the fall a bit. So you do like this, and boom.
Let's see.
And then.
Shut the door behind
Okay,
you,
well,
Chaz.
Ah. Worked.
Friendly coming out. Oh, damn, it's stuck in.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. See how easy it is?
Or you could just use the stairs, but you know.
No, because if we're gonna do a double breach, we might as well get 2 guys up there and 2 guys here and breach the fuckers before they even know what happens.
And it's gonna go that quickly and smoothly, yes, of course.
If we can do it as smooth we just did a second ago, like this.
That would be
Sean
pretty
us
cool,
up,
yeah.
And then Westland pushes
Yeah,
up.
that's like, come on, go. Put both the chimpies up there. Great, smart.
You see how fast they can get 2 guys up there, and then the second team breaches as well.
Got 2. We need more.
Well, you can get the third one.
Fuck, why am I not able to do this? Usually, no problem.
Live, are you back?
Yeah.
That's Griffin then.
Are they bunny hopping again?
Yeah. Shut the door behind you. Good, dear, oh dear.
Ah, you can't use it. Why can't I use
What
it?
am I going? The other way. Okay. Yeah.
There's balcony on the other side too, so we could do a triple breach.
No. We go over the roof and then we drop back in on the other side.
Wait, rappelling. Yeah, we're gonna rappel down on the other side. Yes.
Absolutely tactical.
Oh, CPV started. Damn me when this pop-ups.
We're gonna be the FSSG, so Fire Support Special Group, and we're gonna rappel down from roofs and kill
Special.
SSS. Special
We have to keep rescuing Reki because they keep getting compromised.
If the windows are broken, you can actually jump in through the windows as well. Most of them anyway.
Yeah, that sounds pretty realistic, you know.
Come on, Griffin.
Griffin, come on.
I bet Reki is gonna do a lot of that. All the cool shit getting
You're gonna be
American.
Fuck yeah. Coming around to save the motherfucking day. America.
What is that? It sounds like an electrical box.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's a fan.
They've all
Isn't
got
it?
the same
Oh no, it's that
fucking
thing.
brand.
Oh,
It's
this
that
guy-
thing.
Oh, this guy's used way too much this year, man. That's gonna be
Yes,
heavy bill.
it's either that thing over there.
I like how they all have the exact same one across the entire island.
But then again, with that kind of AC unit,
It's a monopoly.
Yeah, it's BT Open Reach.
Yeah, they have the same fucking
these
houses
AC units
across
will
the
definitely
entire
drain
island.
the
But it's the entire industry across finance is a monopoly.
Yeah. On buildings and infrastructure on everything.
same company. Oh dearie.
One Griffin.
We're going to war on Altus to remove the
Goodbye.
monopoly.
Everyone stand random so
Oh,
they get
look.
spooked out.
He could be the one.
Alright,
Everyone
we'll leave Griffin there.
random.
So I'll give
He
him 5
could
minutes.
be the one for me.
Griffin.
Alright, we're leaving you. Bye.
Gents.
You can have...
Move it.
Okay. We'll leave Griffin there. I'll let Howard know. Unless he's back.
Oh,
Did he just
oh.
move? I don't know. Oh, Griffin, you're
That
back.
was close one.
Yeah,
He's
it's
back.
sounding.
Oh,
Alright, gents, make your way. Everyone, Viper, lead the guys back up to where Howard was and your demonstration a minute ago.
Yeah.
Go. Everyone just follow Viper. Howard wants us up there.
That just inside.
That was close, Mr. Griffin. Very close.
Howard said he'll meet us in the spot where we got taught a second ago.
Ouch.
I like we're doing the left echelon.
Are we?
Oh, it's sort of.
Wow. Let's not talk too much about that.
Tactical blob.
Yes.
Tactical blob.
Section tactical bimble.
Tactical blob left.
Section
Norman.
Struble.
What? It's because you was unfit and slow. Yeah, I've got the jump.
Fit and stuff.
Need to do more tabs.
Oh. Almost rude. Almost.
Bridge. Right, guys. Oh, wait one. Right, guys, can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, what you want to do, and you're going to be timed, is this building here. I need you to breach the first floor without going through the doorways on the ground.
Yes.
Not a problem. Okay, Sorensen and Viper.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, Jenkins, go.
I'm going.
Griffin, take your region 2, mate.
What do you want me?
Neil right here, go. Alright, Norman, do it.
Go.
Oh my god.
Oh. This is actually good. I like this.
God.
Oh.
Go.
Can't use
Next.
any doorways.
I want you to breach the windows.
Look in towards the wall. Look in towards the wall.
Viper, go through the window, go. I'm going. Don't die.
Stand on my right side, look in
ahead.
towards the wall, and then
One
do it.
in.
Otherwise, you'll jump over me sometimes.
Richie, go. Hi.
Okay, right. That's good.
One sec.
Fucking get the chimpy in there.
Next.
Your entire section's gotta get in. Your entire
The
section's
entire
gotta get in.
section? Oh my god.
Wait. What about the last man down here?
Without going through doorways. I'll knock points off if I see that shit.
I'm not tag at the moment.
Don't go through doorways, gents.
Chimpy, get the fuck out.
Don't go through the doorway. Through the window.
Okay, so I'm proceeding downstairs.
I understand you can't get everyone up there.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, yeah, you can, that's true.
Last man, I want you
Last
to
man,
secure
climb
the
on the
outside.
roof. Climb up on the roof and try and do it, Norman.
Pull him up by his
Go
legs.
through the window.
Grab his helmet.
Have his arms.
Jim,
Pull him up.
You went through the doorway.
Can I go through
You're
the
not that
window?
fucking heavy, get through the window.
Can I go through the window?
Control.
Yeah, you can do it.
Same action, Norman, you can do it.
Control
Same
V.
action, same action.
Control
Yeah,
V.
I'm trying.
Control.
I need to know when it's clear, let me know when it's clear first.
Use your climbing.
Ah, it doesn't work. I'm gonna have to.
Go again,
Right, bunny hop on the balcony. Come on.
Griffin, clear the building. I'll try and get Norman in.
Alright, breach left.
Hey, but Yates is here.
Oh,
Right, clear.
now it works.
Balcony.
Alright, stacked on stairs.
Is it clear?
You said.
Tell me when it's clear.
3, 2, 1,
First floor.
Get in.
I can't stop
That's
running.
the first
Right,
floor,
one sec.
guys. Just first
Understairs
floor.
clear. Doorway left, doorway
Just
right.
the first floor. Just the first floor.
okay.
Right.
Tell me when it's clear, gents.
Well, there's a guy out here with a gun.
Yeah, it's clear. Wow.
All
Well, I
the
mean, Yates is here,
doorways.
but-
H 2.0 is here.
Forget to
Well, I'll
have
stop
it.
that just
I
before
see.
then.
Get in there.
Hello, sir. You are hereby detained.
Oh god.
It's
Can
clear.
you then bring him down again?
Cool,
One time
no worries,
detained.
guys. Do you want to get down? Do you want to get down?
Get down, gents. Get down.
Can't use stairs.
Use the stairs.
Yeah,
Can't
use
use
the
stairs,
stairs.
gents. Can't use stairs.
Can't use
Same way
stairs.
out. Same way out.
Same way out.
Out the roof.
Out the
You're
windows.
Jack cunts.
Go. Come jump.
God, let's go. Oh.
Oh, can't get out.
Don't break your legs. Use the roof instead.
Well,
God damn it.
try this one.
Yep.
Jenkins.
My captain.
Don't
Come
do
on
the
over.
balcony. Come on.
Right.
Jump
Right,
in.
go, Jenkins. Go.
Catch him. Catch him.
Okay.
We've done it.
Okay, you do that actually. Catch
So the question is why did he all jump from the balcony onto the ground when he could use the flat?
Well, we did.
I mean,
Some of us.
So, try to split it up for efficiency. But,
I
yeah, that's working.
have a short explanation for that, Yates. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
The building was on
Right.
fire.
Good effort, guys. I'm gonna get some more guys that are all the other sections and do this. If you can just go keep yourself busy, go practice that if you want to. If you haven't actually done that over your training, I see you did a bit of climbing earlier.
Mr. Howard, you forgot
Yes.
to ask Sergeant Major's advice.
Rog.
I wasn't loud enough. 2 minutes, Sergeant
Hang on.
Major, what'd you say?
breaching men's back doors.
Oh yeah.
I'm Magic, I'm streaming, can you say that again?
Dark is not here.
Sean, are you tier 2? I think it's broken. Doesn't look like it, I think.
I think I'm alright now.
I'll run it off. You good?
I'll be fine.
Is that what the doctor says?
I really like this idea.
Okay.
Mr.
Mr. Howard, I'm going to nick this section a minute.
Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that. Am I?
Oh.
That building.
Without consent.
Oh, that one.
Ooh.
Me as
Go in FSG. Upstairs. Using the doors. Go.
Go. I think it would be...
Yeah,
use
low building.
Go on the roof. Go on the roof. I go down. Go.
But there are no windows leading from the roof.
Oh shit.
We might be able to get on the balcony though.
Try and go on the balcony from there.
One at a time.
Should work.
Come on, go. Keep going.
Go.
Keep going.
Oh god.
See, it's good just to start thinking outside the box that you don't always have to go in through a door in case it's booby trapped.
Keep going.
We'll not mention that was actually a door.
Yeah, it's okay, you can't get in the windows. They're blocked.
Right.
Okay, get on the balcony.
We'll say it was a large window. Right?
Oh, Sean, that's immersive.
Oh, team
Now
two.
the
Oh,
that's good.
If you spam
Oh, you can't
Control
go up.
V or whatever it is.
Right, FSG,
Right.
you get off fuck again somewhere.
Everyone down,
Can't get up there.
Someone catch me, right?
Oh.
Oh, come on, just hit the roof. If you can't hit the roof, you can't hit your HC shot neither. Oh.
Wow.
This is why you got point, man.
Well, I'm too fat. I'm too fat. It's official. I'm fat. Right?
Yeah,
Oh, this
I've
is
got
good.
them.
Alright, Jen. You'll be healed. Let's go. This way.
My legs are broken.
Yeah, be cool.
I mean,
As I said, simple
a
explanation.
lot of
Fuck
the
off.
injuries is just due to
And then give him that as a challenge.
Did everyone break the legs?
Nope.
No. I'm a medic, it's my job not to break anything.
Especially not another.
Oh, he's sliding along the floor there.
Who?
The ones who hard drive died on him.
How long was he in the actual op? Yeah, he'll be fine.
I think we could probably get pretty good at that.
Let's imagine
Even
this
though
is
we're
very good at that.
We could fucking industrialize
I mean,
that technique.
there was a lot of injuries, but that was mainly down to miscommunication.
That was.
We need to find a harder building.
That was freaking slick, guys.
What about that
really
one?
good.
There's no chance you get in there. Remember, if
No,
don't-
no, you
No,
can't.
let's try not and injure. Let's not try and injure ourselves while we're down there.
Maybe if someone stands on the next guy, like standing up and then jumps.
Can you open the window, Griffin?
Yeah, Griffin.
Like a tower.
To, like, sit-
Just try and build an FOG tower.
Try control space and then mouse wheel.
From the back. The back door is ready.
Oh no, you
Yeah, we
didn't
can go
say
in from
that,
the back.
did you?
Yeah, the back door is ready. It is ready to be opened. That is some that is some great ingenuity right there.
Someone's out on the roof of the building.
Yeah, I made it on the roof.
Is the back window open?
Nah, back windows ain't open either.
We would have to shoot it.
I made it all the way to the roof.
No, we're not allowed to fire yet. It's not my fire. So.
But if we were allowed to fire, or for some reason, you know, if we could break the window, we could get in there.
Yes. Thank you. Right.
Hello, Viper. You've now approached a roof that's pointless.
This is our Overwatch position.
Don't worry.
Can you?
also good to use in case we have to get a higher position. Instead of just breaching stuff, we can get on roofs.
This is
we
my
can get
breaching tool.
What about the next building to the southwest?
Oh, those are easy.
Yeah, but I don't think it can get much harder than the ones we've already done, if except the ones you can't enter.
So who's graffitiing the walls?
There's only one guy with paint on him.
So who could it be?
Right about this time, everyone's going to start needing water, so everyone start taking some water on board.
Now, gentlemen, we are going to hydrate. Oh, like in the Jarhead
This one
film.
is a bit difficult.
We all
High balcony.
We all line up, get our cocks out. Now, gentlemen, we're gonna dehydrate.
Gotcha.
That is such a great movie. Oh, he caught you.
He caught me.
See, teamwork.
Good catch.
FSG teamwork.
We probably should maybe practice the junction thing again one more time.
Probably.
Before we go into live fire.
What way? The first way, the second way, the third way, or the fourth way?
Yeah, which one?
Which one of the like millions?
The latest one.
The latest one.
The one
Which
that
one is that?
Buzz just told us.
But then I said try and adapt it.
Yeah.
Live
So
fire.
before we go
You really
live,
think we're gonna have time for live fire tonight?
apparently so. That's what I've been told.
Okay.
It's been a trend over the last few weeks. Well,
So what you're saying is we're doing late again. We're going late again.
We're running close to
potentially.
3 hours already.
Yeah, if you do need to go, then you can leave. But yeah, we are approaching 3 hours. Yeah. And as far as I'm aware, we are doing live fire. Yeah.
You know what?
Holy shit.
I don't have to go. I don't mind. For once.
Obviously, that's like a first.
That's right.
No one's
It's
still
a rare
here.
occasion.
Yeah, exactly. It's like home rotation. So
Look
fun. I have
into
to be on.
Griffin's eyes. Look into the eyes.
There into the abyss.
Not around the eyes, in the eyes.
Alright, gents, let's come out here.
Same fucking faces.
This isn't really a great one because the road's fucking open as shit. But find another road. Go for a walk.
You just go to.
Follow me. Yeah, that's too far.
Oh, hospital, we could try doing that one.
Yeah.
I think that's being set up down there. I think it says it down there, so I think that's being set up.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Probably don't want to get shot at yet. You know, the BFA's on and stuff.
I need a junction in the road. This is shit.
There's Caval over here.
Yes, we are in Kerala.
See.
Not this again.
Well,
Well, let's
technically,
get back
not.
up the road we just came down on. We'll try the thing again. The crossing junctions by our way. So that's actually the full section get in a staggered column.
Auto march.
Yeah, in the same order of march. Make sure it's staggered, so get yourself sorted.
Waiting for where and there.
So, wait a second. Hello, 1 to Bravo, this is 5-1 Alpha, send your message over. Yeah, Roger, we'll make our way back up to you right now. Over. Alright gents, screw the practice, we're going to live fire, let's go. We need to clear the road because this is the one that's being used.
Great.
Attention!
Area should be clear. I don't think one platoon are
Take this
anywhere near that. No, they're
opportunity
not.
to
They're
very
down in
quickly
Kapawa.
have a
So that
break.
kind of MSR area.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'm
Basically,
drinking a canteen in
the
the
road we're on now.
Yeah.
Nice load.
If you need
Anything
to go
south
in
of the
cry.
petrol
Wait until
stations
I've
here
got my drink.
and the coastal road will all be live areas.
Oh, no,
So
Guys, these
anything
sexy
north
like.
of the MSR is going to be live, basically.
Right, people go here then.
Yeah, that should be fine. You shouldn't get any contact from down there.
Got a suit in the building
Okay,
to our east.
But we're open, so
First
there's
building on
challenge
the
as well.
right side road, blizzard close to you.
Also, have you been up with Howard doing your challenge with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we done that.
How did you do?
We got out of the water. We're probably the best.
No, babysit.
Howard, building clear.
I think man, you're gonna get wet.
We'll go then, yeah? Okay.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Right, gents, we're heading to the MSR. So, main road, through the back gardens.
You can get out of it easy enough. People coming to arrest us when we shoot safe.
Looks like it.
Oh, they're quite friendly. I'll go with them.
We're gonna make live or just fuck it.
I'm confused. We're not. Apparently this should be all okay up there, so to continue training.
Look really nice. I'd love
Well,
to be
half of them up there had no BFAs on.
Popo.
Is that the military base?
We'll just go through them.
Quite cozy.
RP.
Alright, let's go. Let's start up here then, and then patrol down the road. This is where Singer told us, showed us anyway. So.
I take it we're not partaking in live fire then.
I haven't been told, and by the sounds of it, all this like south of the not south, fucking like east of the MSR is all. I'm gonna reference your map, Griffin.
Yeah,
We're here, so we can practice here. Literally, the entirety of this is live. Everything north of the MSR is live. Everything like south and this side is not, apparently. It's where we're practicing.
Why are we going to practice?
So, like literally just on this road and to the left. So everything on the left. We won't go right. Live fire. So I guess we're not doing live fire? Which doesn't make much sense. But...
Excuse me.
Why are we not doing live fire?
Because we're fire spot.
Unless they're rotating around, but that's gonna take ages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So we'll practice the junction thing one time, and then I'll ask if we're actually gonna do live fire or not, because we didn't get to do it a second ago. We got kicked off the road. And this is the road that Singer showed everyone on as well. So if we want to get in a staggered column on this road now, who's out there?
We're going south down the road.
Yeah, we're going south. Everyone behind Viper then, all the way back here, and get in a staggered column. Viper, stay here. Where are you going? Yeah, he's the last man down.
Oh, we're going that way.
No, we are going this way. We are going south.
Yeah, south, right.
Yeah. Right, gents, work out the staggered column.
Something is wrong here. Griffin needs to go there. And Jenkins needs to go there. And I need to go here.
Cool.
Are we set at the back? Ready to step off? So we'll do like a walkthrough again on this road. And we're trying to adjust it and see what works best for us. So if we want to kick it off, Viper, just by walking. And we'll only be actioning the actual thing on roads to go to the left, because right of us is all live fire on the hill and all that.
Move it. Moving.
Let's move.
Right, we've got a sieve in the building southwest, approximately 250 meters left on the road.
Rog, that could be one from the demonstration earlier, not gonna lie.
I'm just informing you, remember? I should inform you of everything I see.
Do you notice the police vehicle on the left? On the right?
Yeah, but I was not to account anything on the right side of the road, remember?
Who said that?
Fire.
I guess. Okay, so here comes the first junction on your left.
Ooh.
So you'd sit at the building. You'd literally stop here. And I would go... It's a bit open, so this is going to be a bit more challenging. So I'd sit here. Then once you see I'm in position, you go across.
Right. Sprinting!
And then it would keep moving. So then whoever's behind me, who's that behind me? Come up to me. And I'd sprint.
Wiping on way too far. And then you just keep bumping it down, and then try. Obviously, last man is not going to have much protection, so try and work it out at the back.
Where do I stop then?
You literally just stop like.
Westland go.
Not that far, like there, and then when I cross, you start going again. That's how it was explained.
Moving across.
Keep going, keep walking down, so we can actually spread this out a bit.
You good, Jenkins?
Last man, watch my back.
Oh, I'm watching. Keep going.
Oh, is it crossroad?
At this point, someone should be watching southeast as I cross.
Yeah, which Jenkins should be, but he's ran off.
Let's halt, let's halt.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, you've been a bit too far, man.
Oh, stop. So here comes a crossroad. Singer said it's up to the IC's discretion of how a crossroad would work, but even with this, it doesn't really work, because if I pick the left, then the right's just going to be open as shit like I am now. So what we could do is change it up a bit. So who's behind me?
I think on a crossroad, it may just be good if we probably stop here, like what Walker explained. Viper, look up there, go to the corner and look at the road. Can you hear me? That's the real question.
Just as a quick one as well, guys, I was stopped. These formations need to be improved a bit. I'm seeing a lot of you bunching up against each other. Make sure, even when we're stopped, to keep that fucking minimum fucking 10 meters or whatever it is. Because again, if they throw a fucking grenade or some cunt runs into the middle of us, we're all dead. Literally start bunching up like we are now.
Right. Actually, as right is live fire, we'll just ignore the right junction. So Viper, continue how we'd normally do. So I'll cover you and you'll run across the road.
Great.
Because we can't go right because there's live fire down there, so that's fantastic.
CC.
So you go while I cover.
Oh!
And then I go, and then the next person should be walking up. And then you hold there, whoever's on the left hand side. Then when I'm across the Viper, you go. You start walking. And the bump starts again. So Norman, you should be covering up there, whoever that is. And whoever's that should see Norman, and then the bump just continues.
Whistle and go.
Griffin needs to cover me before I go. What?
That sounds like right in front of us, right?
See?
Halt, Viper, halt.
Spot to the west.
If you haven't crossed that road junction yet, don't worry about it, because we're going to live fire, so we need to turn around. Alright, gents, turn the other way. Walking towards me, Griffin. Turn the other way.
Are you sure we're not meant to be a part of that live fire?
I'll ask Walker now, but he told us to come down here and practice.
Prep weapons firing.
I've been told our live fire exercise is in 10 mics.
Okay.
But we will get a chance to do it apparently, Walker says, so. But let's turn this patrol around and Delta can lead it, and we can just go back the same way. Only action stuff, junction on the right, because left is live fire.
Sorensen.
Well, I'm just waiting for you. You just
get that grid.
Step on off.
Junction right. Grid? What grid?
039132. Think you just fucking Johnson's just come over the 40.
What, to us?
All stations.
You carrying on or what?
Carry on, yeah. I'll check it out. Hold on 1 second. Just go past me.
You clear Sorensen towards me.
Yep. Griffin, what did you say about the grid?
Yeah, he wants all of us to move there with to meet with Koi HQ.
Oh, what grid was it as well? What did you say?
039132. I can just ask him again. Do you want me to ask him?
Yeah, ask it again for FSG.
Do you want? So yeah, well, I'll ask him then. Hang on.
Yeah, ask him again. Yeah.
Hello 10, this is 51 Bravo. Could you say again on last grid? Over.
Fuck that, holding here.
Yeah.
Understood 10, 51 Bravo out.
039037 on the ASR.
Yeah, I know.
That's where we just were, gents. We're heading back to where we just were walking everything again. John has asked us on escape.
I think it's up this way actually.
Yeah, it is.
I like that we practice in one cross.
Oh, I'm out of stamina. Fantastic. Fine, HQ.
No.
Bit of heartburn, that.
You hated a grenade. Ha ha.
You might as well, because otherwise it'll be limited.
I realise I'm yelling.
What do grenades taste like from above?
I want my brother. Finish it.
What in the heck is that?
Gents, form yourself up. Stagger column.
Crossing and everything that we just did.
Hello 12 Charlie, this is 12 Bravo. We need you pushing through this town quicker. Eliminate or break contact on your patrol, over.
I believe it's live fire, gents, so BFA's off and magazines in.
I've not heard back from him yet.
Sean, mate, I'm here, so sort it out.
2-2's not had any lifetime at all.
Gents, push it back a bit, because I need to fit in, and the rest of Charlie needs to fit in, so just go back.
Any Zeus around?
Come on, order of march. You can do, guys can do. Let's go.
Well, 1 to Charlie, that was 2 ones I see. Carrying this from last trip.
Westland onto the other side of the road, mate.
What did you say?
Should have called.
Hello, 1 to
Onto
Charlie.
the other side of the road, mate.
Bravo, Central,
In front of me.
Who's that, Norman?
Yeah.
You should be that side.
No.
No, it's Vic.
No, Sean should be, yeah, that's my problem.
Roger that. 1 to Bravo acknowledges. Break contact. B continue to push through the town. We'll get everyone on that for an I-star. Over. How's that?
Hello, Waters. I just noticed your chat there, mate. Yeah, I've done not so bad. Yeah, I can recall those.
Oh, never mind.
Thank you for watching the stream so far. Hope you're liking it.
Walker. You're not gonna brief 2-2? Oh wait, radius 8, hold on. Radius 8. Second. Howard City get 2-2 moving. There we go. Whoops, what am I doing? What am I doing? How do I pick this back up? Pick up back up. Ah, there we go. I don't know. Nuke it. Nuke it. No idea where I got that from. Yeah, I found some missing interaction now. Mate, I'm African, man. Will always be bigger than yours. It's an anaconda. Don't.
Yeah, stay in your formation, gents. I'll find what's happening.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'll
do so.
Uber comes around. That's 78% casualty free. If it was, then that's not bad, I suppose. I mean, you obviously want everyone to be living, but that can't always be the case.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Non-tac.
Jono.
So BFA's back on unload.
I guess so, yeah.
George.
BFA's back on, gents. Non-tac again. Bounce out. Mags out.
What?
I'm just acknowledging for us, so.
I can save.
Why is my kit doesn't?
I'll take it we're not going to be firing because we have no blanks.
I'm not sure, no. Everyone's coming back in now anyway, Jenkins. So.
Why not?
Yeah, cool. Cool.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, well, just fine. You come from a different milsim. What
Fucking
situation
sparking.
would you?
Thought I ordered the deluxe kit. What's going on here? Yeah, the deluxe kit. You know, I paid, what do you call that? Pre-order bonuses? Go and get the fucking deluxe kit. Oh, looky. Corporal Samson. I've already filled in my discharge papers.
I need to head off now.
Yeah, that's right, mate. See you later.
See you around.
Lining up as well, Birch?
We have a competition.
I have no idea. I don't know what elite
One section
is.
per.
We'll see what happens.
Soon. Are going to clear that building by using the door, and then they're going to enter.
Gents similar to the Pltoons, line up neatly next to them. Anywhere near them. I'll join you in a second, just get lined up neatly.
They still got lots of them. Yeah, take the matches and just give it. They'll pass around.
Two platoon on the northeastern side.
No
facing
janking, no
southwest.
janking.
You are facing one platoon. Off you
You're
go.
up.
Parade formation.
You need to go past me, Norman.
Boy.
Section ICs, parade formation. Facing
Well,
southwest on the northeast.
so much.
Airborne jets, airborne.
Ready, gentlemen, who wants to smoke?
Can't squeeze it here.
Anybody here smoke? Anybody here
No,
smokes?
thank you. I'm healthy.
Anybody smokes? Anybody not so stupid?
Weapons on your back, standing up.
Like is called for it. Hey, guys.
Everyone get weapons on back.
Weapons on your back.
In the backpack,
Oh,
take
please,
matches,
yeah.
put it back in, take your helmet off.
Whenever Brits talk about smoke.
Hey,
behind me, guys.
Are we moving?
Okay, make sure you have the helmet on when you smoke.
I don't know. Yes, but in this game,
Mark,
like,
behind me.
Hold on,
late
Why
service.
are they
Right next to
Take as many as
Excella.
you want. Mr. Mickelson, 1H. You can pass
1-8 would normally take them.
Behind me, guys. Pointing down that way.
That's
Going
grand.
southwest. Who's that? Mark. Mark.
Put it in your.
Going towards. Towards green. Move.
Oh, my FPS.
Like me.
Down that way. Come on.
My game just does like 80 people. in one spot.
Platoon HQ on me.
You got
I was next to you the entire time. What did you...
Guys, BFA's on. Mags out. Larson's asking.
Keep them for now. Thing is, I might actually crash again because
face front.
Send them up to Singer. Two platoon, nominate your best section, send them up to Singer. Get the
Look
rest
at
of
him.
your men.
Fucking
where
traitor.
Singer is at the moment, Singer's at the wall.
Fucking traitor, William.
Get them in a semicircle around the wall. Facing
Williams, you little traitor.
the southeast.
Wait.
Oi.
Off they go.
I'm not even listening to you.
Who do you want?
Traitor.
Yeah, sure, 1-3.
Good luck on SCGs. Agency, sorry.
2 sections win.
Sorry, I can man's Corporal.
Samson.
Who are you?
Samson.
Peasant.
This guy's pushing.
Samson 2, that building on the right hand side. Go meet the major up there.
So you pick it.
Why are you
talking
in advance,
William?
Why, Jones?
Because I'll get the numbers even.
Okay.
Oh, 1-1, 1-2. What I need you to do is there is a wall opposite that building. I need you to go stand in front of that wall, making a semicircle facing the building.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes, please, mate.
Hello.
I'll probably get
Yeah, my FPS got shit as well.
Yeah, I think my game is gonna crash again. 80
Yeah, I'm
people in
getting.
Cavallo is not good.
Yeah, please.
No, it's only got bad since we've all just come.
Gents, follow me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 80 people.
We're heading
in
up to
place.
the wall,
Let's
northeast.
go. Yo, if I crash again, be with you.
I think it may be different.
We're in a semicircle, gents, near the wall, where the other guys are, facing southeast.
Yeah, I know. See that building over there? You, Stark and Naylor will go inside.
Yep.
This place a bit of Normandy here.
1-1 over here. Let's form up on the backs against this wall.
Can we do the debrief from the church?
We're not doing debrief here. We're doing a exercise with some of the guys.
Not an exercise, it's competition.
Competition.
Only your sergeant speaking.
Oh god.
They're special.
Who's
What the fuck is going on over there?
Alexander's up, Megan.
Sergeant.
What's going on over here?
Sergeant.
Yeah, man.
1 platoon, 2 platoon, get your best sections forward. 1 section and 3 platoon. I want 3 sections in front. 1,
that's bullshit.
2,
Section
3.
Who's flying?
Who's flying?
Yep,
There we
good
go.
luck.
That sounds fixed.
Was that me?
No.
How much do you want to bet there's a
Go on, one through.
Go on, gents. I'm dying of old age.
1 free line
Wait
up.
until somebody
Quick,
says
gents.
something or other.
3 platoon, who's coming forward for 3 platoon? That includes medics, signals, EUD, FSG.
We've got to keep it.
Make up a
Forward,
section.
bring it forward, gents.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, my thing is gonna crash again.
FSG is big enough, right? We don't need to
We have 16 right now.
Because they have bigger dicks.
Yeah, cool. How many people you got in your section, Mr. Vills?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't tell me.
No, you don't need
9.
to.
How many have you got, Mr.
Only
Hegarty,
if
Mr.
they have
Sampson?
enough numbers to make fix this.
Get another 3. Mr. Birch, how many have you got?
7.
Get another 2.
I'm at the back.
Right. What's going to happen is a little competition to see who's best section
Do a noodle,
and
yeah?
best
Oh.
platoon.
Yeah, go on then.
My southeast,
Give you 3 people.
your northwest, or my fucking
3
whatever,
win.
they're over there even, southeast.
Holiday.
There's a
booth.
building.
Go
What's
with
going to
the
happen
Samson.
is, we're going to breach it,
Booth,
1 section at a
Holiday,
time.
and Treeman, go
You're going to
join
clear the
Samson's.
building, using the front door, clear all the rooms like you should, like you've been shown. There's no time limit on it. Time limit. You will lose points if you don't do stuff right. To make sure you do stuff right, it is a hard
Can we
breach.
try get a radio freak we can get on?
Once you've done that, you come back out, form up over there with the same people, and then we'll move on to the second part of the comp. Should only take about 15 minutes maximum, and then we can all fuck once I've got the best section. Right, what section wants to go first?
Norman.
Well done. This section here.
Norman, what PR are you?
Who's
guys?
gonna be a breaching team? 131.
Get everybody
131.
onto PRR 100 so you can all hear their comms.
You 3 at the back, join our group.
100 then.
100.
All
100,
DS, Koi HQ, go into Zeus. Monitor the room.
Join on me if you want, Noodle.
No fucking
On-
No idea.
Breaching team.
Make sure that
Blackburn.
do not communicate over
Boone.
this net. It's for listing only. Holiday, join our group.
Hugo and Golden. Everybody else.
Samson.
Hugo, switch out for Russell. Everybody else, set up. Cover this building. We are breaching it through the front door. Take control of your weapon systems.
Only, like, yeah.
Sure.
I hope you were there.
Breaching team, stock up when ready.
Feels we're doing this live fire or dumb fire?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
All live fire.
It is cheating.
Two breaches in front. Where you clear room to room.
Right, section BFA's off, Mike's in.
Yeah, I'm loading my weapon. I'm just pointing it away from the ground.
This is me. Let's go.
Right,
Let's do this.
everybody else who's not in the fucking breaching team, get covering.
Interesting, you've got a fucking fag in your mouth.
Oh, still got it in my mouth?
Yeah.
Boone, you're third man.
Get 3 other guys in your head now.
How are we covering this?
Plan. Remember, Jenkins has us outside.
Section hard breach when ready.
Yeah. We have Ward and Noodle here as well.
Okay, I think
Take Viper.
Viper and Norman, and then I'll take Sean as well, or Sorensen, yeah.
Sean can stay outside.
right click.
With me. Here's a Jimpy. You can cover out.
You seem to have done this before.
Okay, briefing team will be.
William, you know we would have done this quite good because we trained it yesterday. We would have smashed
Stop bigging us up, fucking up.
Yep.
Yeah. Team on set. 2 set.
Breach it.
Did they just throw it? Did they just throw a grenade?
Door left, door front, stairs right.
Get yourself on fucking
Man down.
whisper, Donnie, you
That was well thought through.
Fucking Thanos.
Cardiac
He's having a fucking heart attack.
Defib. Can you move?
Stand back,
Off
stand
of
back,
this
guys.
area.
Stand back.
3,
Oh, he's taking the piss
two,
over.
one,
Second
clear.
door, got a door right.
Use a person and keep laughing.
Sorry, Major?
Stay still. Lay down.
Yep.
No, he doesn't need nothing. He'll be fine. I'm just gonna tell him.
No.
Just up with body, just heal them.
Boom, don't move in until they clear the next room.
I'm coming the staircase.
Oh, you've been
Just can't
PO'd.
see.
So have I.
What was that?
Oh, I got soaked.
Why the fuck is he in the first room already? Why is there 4 men in one room?
It'll be totally
Keep the points to the end. Or near the points.
I know.
Score them
I only
again.
practiced this last week once.
I did it loads.
Boom, you and the last man should always be a room behind the front 2 team.
Yeah, the front team stop at that staircase, mate.
Fuck me. So now we got the 2 IC just leading the assault is now breaching a room.
So you should never be breaching one of these
Phil's
rooms. You should have your front 2 guys.
Yeah, mate.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Take a tea.
I know roughly we've got to
Why
go
is
anyway.
why
to
is
be
it,
fair,
why
mate,
have you not
so-
been told?
It's just whether the guy,
Why
the
did I
guys
see your fucking sergeant
with it.
or someone needs to fucking tell the guy what he's missed?
Okay, time up. Next section.
True, and you're one half
Back out.
team with Haggerty, right? Nice little team.
Right.
2-3, make safe.
You're muted, by the way.
Be round the corner.
Alright.
This section here.
I've got
Get
the north
formed up.
wings. This is going to be horrible.
Right, get formed up on the right of the area.
Hmm.
Go tack.
Who's the breaching team?
Who's
Yeah,
your breaching team?
Oh.
Right, my breaching team is Viper, Norman, and Sorensen.
Right, breaching pair, 2IC,
Sorensen, it's
across the
you,
road,
Norman
and
Viper,
Booth,
Who's
you'll be
in
the
what
fourth man.
position?
Who's in what position? You want Norman outside?
Hey.
Right,
Look
Viper,
on their names.
I
Look on Zeus.
want Viper and Norman breaching. Me and Sorensen will be outside.
You're breaching with Norman.
Yeah, right.
We can't hear
Someone
you at the
that's
back,
not
by the
within
way,
this
about
area.
what teams are what.
Have a look around the map. Probably someone
Alright,
else.
don't worry.
Radio in a second.
Cool.
FSC's making up the breaching team. Alright.
Yeah, spot
Okay.
on.
Group
I'm
1,
gonna change colours, like red and blue or something.
Roger, yep, you're hard breaching. Clear the whole building. Breaching ready.
I feel like I'm at the end.
Oh, there you go.
Well, do you know who?
So we are hard
overseeing
breaching.
of the stream? The...
No, go up and ask
Oh,
them. 'cause
go
I've
up, it's
no
hard
fucking
breaching.
idea.
Lay down.
What? Who's 2IC?
Yeah,
Big
alright.
scene like me.
Hopefully
Do you want to do the door?
Where's Noodle?
Oh well.
Hello?
Noodle, average J
Remember,
gonna
5
breach.
shots into the building.
Sorry, I can't hear you. You have to.
Average
we've got
J are
doorways
going
left and
to
right.
breach.
Right. And a stairway, need one to cover stairs.
Right, my radios are being horrendously loud. Let me turn these on.
Right.
What did you say?
Average J gonna breach. We're gonna
Yeah.
cover outside.
2IC stay outside the building till they've cleared the first room.
Fucking hell, I thought you already cleared the room.
Well, we're gonna go in with the
Fucking
gyms. Probably not.
Bet you want the GPMGs firing?
No, GPMG
spots
will
off
stay
far away
outside
and
and
get
cover.
it.
They
One to help.
don't go in.
No, you're not going to do anything, Sean. We're gonna be sitting outside.
Yeah, that means
you.
I'm breaching.
You
gonna be covering.
So I'm guessing Birch is outside.
Unless they need us.
Yeah, he's outside with me because I'm team med.
Yeah, and your jumpies.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Don't worry, because Birch will call the shots anyway over the radio.
Alright, group 1 set on the door.
Breach it.
I'll try to watch something newer. Chill out. Yeah, clean up in town and all that.
I'll have to take this up with the unions.
What the fuck?
Oh, I don't
Alright,
fucking know.
room clear.
Put yourself in the middle of the fucking room.
No further entrances on this room.
Fucking no sergeants better fucking stand by. This is
Okay.
standard.
Next section. That section, go over there, but with the other.
Alright,
fall back up.
Should be 100 now.
Okay,
Over
Viper,
100.
Norman, Sorensen on me.
VFO's off, gents. Magazines in. Everyone else over to the wall. With me.
Viper, you should be over there. Do I have there? No, right.
I have no idea what the fuck this.
Noodle.
Was it really only supposed to breach one room?
Yeah, maybe we should have had a section where there's the 2IC.
Guys, was this?
Yeah, I did not. Why wasn't really there? Why was I even there? I thought like when they cleared the first room and moved into the next room, I was supposed to move in and secure that room
sort
together with my
my
last
crap out.
Team on set.
You're still yelling, mate.
Oh yeah,
British
sorry.
building.
Yeah, just who taught this?
John, Sergeant Major Johnson.
Right, okay.
If you've got comments for him, then by all means. But
No,
this has been armorized. That's why it's.
right, okay.
It's not based on real life.
This is very different from how we did it before. But the only reason why we changed it is because we were having a lot of casualties from bad frag grenades, all the rest of it, and that is just a feature of Arma.
Right, okay. Well, I mean, remember, a frag grenade is 5 to 10 meter burst radius, depending what it is.
Breach doorway left.
In a room, I mean, nobody should be getting it. Yeah, well, it just. No, yeah, they should.
Over the radio, team 1.
Breaching a door like that would be
Right,
done
building's
by.
clear. Or room's clear. Alright. Dead end.
What do you call it again? Not a grenade.
Roger, I'm pushing
what do you call it
inside.
again?
Breach stairways.
No, for the door.
Right.
It would be.
Stack
it
up
would be,
stairways right.
It would be. I'm going to say same text here.
Team stack.
It would be a pre-made charge.
Sounds like maybe inside the
on
building.
the door, which would blow the door off.
Team
We
1.
got a doorway down here.
Capability.
Rog.
Okay. Yeah.
Stack up on doorway first then.
Yeah.
Team 1 stacked.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, cool. Next part.
We're forgetting to call the stack.
Cool, right. We all face this way.
Yeah.
3 sections.
In section.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. Okay, dokes.
Gents lined up again.
One building in front of you. I'll do it where it'll be easier. One building in front of you. What we need to do is reach that building, but don't go in the doors on the ground floor. You want the fastest time. This is live fire. There is people in there that will shoot at you.
Loud.
Wait, breaching the building without.
Yeah, I can take
Yes.
it. I mean, I was a,
Yes.
We know what we're doing here, lads. Remember.
Section 1, go for it. In your own time.
Me and Sorensen go up?
This is
Yes.
right.
Me and Sorensen
One
go up
platoon,
again?
go first.
They're not.
Norman boost us?
Griffin,
No, I
just
got
practice
three
this.
boosts, yeah. And
I don't think it's
you
a
and
full
Norman go
platoon.
up.
Oh god, I don't think
We love Tycho or BFO's on.
Go on, one platoon.
You can pick whoever you want to hold security.
Right, we need to form like a pyramid of people here to climb up.
Oh no.
Do you want me to set aside with you or down in?
Yeah, we're going.
I think it'll be real. I think it's only like a 4-man breaching team again. I don't think it'll be the whole section.
So I'll start with you as normal.
No, last time they did this in the whole section as we go into the building.
Sorry.
Might be too high though.
Yep.
Oh, it should be decent on the far.
Not at the start.
Yeah, I think the far side's a lot better.
Should probably do it on that side.
Yeah,
right.
right.
Left side.
Imagine this is the wall. And this
But-
Quite good. Okay, good. If you got right, I guess 4 people.
Can I suppress the windows, imagine?
Yeah, we probably need someone covering.
Coin, Sean, so this is where you probably can't.
You're gonna fucking just sprint there.
We're hard breaching a minute ago.
Goddamn
card alpha!
Yeah, I've got it.
Alright, so.
We did just have.
What I would recommend is, of those 4 guys, the 2 that are breaching the
10 seconds to start, or you feel.
You go with the group then. Go.
Right, I reckon we don't go in through the first
what,
floor,
we're going
we go
first?
through that window there at the bottom.
I think it has to be the first floor, isn't it?
Everyone else cover the windows.
Yeah, but we can like take the other side. Just go from that side.
Viper.
Yes.
There's a guy on the top floor with an AK.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, and a pistol.
He's also wearing no underwear.
Just in case.
That's too high.
No, I
That's why they
think
need to go to
they
the
have to
other
be on
side.
that side.
Yeah, they need to go to the other side.
Try the other side of the balcony, it's lower down.
Anyone got a ladder?
So you want
to be safe?
I mean, that's not going to be efficient because.
Hack the ladder.
Remember, you can't go through doorways either.
Try the far side of the balcony.
Yeah, well, I can just, go past the doorway, shoot him.
I
Yeah.
think he said first floor. I think he said first floor breach.
Oh, okay, no.
That's the whole point of this challenge.
Yeah, that's the ground floor
You have to go through
on the
windows
street.
first floor again. Basically how we did it last time.
Hey, if we start on the far right.
Can we chuck nades then?
Are they still insisting?
Holiday, stop wasting our time and fucking climb on top of Walby. Go!
Yikes, I like that.
See?
That's my cousin.
Right, so who's gonna go?
There he
up?
goes, there he goes!
There.
Stun grenades in the building.
On the floor.
Well, that's a good plan.
Oh shit, we have some grenades all of us, don't we?
Yeah, I do?
Grenade prepped?
No, I don't.
I do.
Lads, soft breach.
I do.
Oh, I do. I have two. Alright.
Right, Walby, you can stop fucking crouching.
Alright, search.
If
If we approach it,
I'm not
we have a
going
team
in
here
there, I'm too
securing,
messy.
and then
I'm too
approach
important.
from the right, going past the church.
Breaching team.
Right.
Approaching from the other building.
While 2 people are going up, one guy's crouched, and the 4th guy chucks in the stun grenade while we're going up.
Left corner clear.
Yes.
Room clear.
Well,
First room clear. Enemies in the second room.
Race security will be here.
Yeah, there is security up here.
But
So-
it'll be the same 4 people.
Prepping flash.
So Griffin's boosting.
Right.
Griffin's boosting. Sorensen's chucking the stun.
One here.
Alright, look away.
Yeah, 2 people should be up there and 2 people should be down.
Yeah, me and Norman are going up.
Yeah.
Griffin's boosting. Sorensen's chucking out. Chucking a
Yes.
grenade.
Well,
Yeah, I
you
think
want a
it's soft
flashbang
breach.
grenade.
Stairway call.
Yeah.
Ready to move
With
down.
grenade. With the stun grenade. Stun grenade.
Yeah, flash.
Cool, come out. Next section, get ready.
Alright, so if the assault team goes
2-3.
across the church, get to the other side.
Get in there, 2-3.
Gun group,
Yeah.
we're covering from the compound to the northeast.
Covering.
Breaching team get set up.
Dude, that can
Yeah,
hurt.
do you have flashes?
Lads just did it. Come to the north, get out of the way.
Griffin. So Charlie, so me,
No, he's not.
and all our guys will stay here.
Breaching team ready.
Where's our covering concealment Covering. around the corner?
And then everyone else, the assault team will push round next to the church.
Breaching team, we will be heading to the right side of the balcony and boosting up, same as previous team.
Is it still staying as normal? The assault team I had last time.
Same assault
When the 2 of team 1 are up, the ground team will throw a
And Eli put a
icy volt.
Choosing on that side, of course.
Wait, one.
One
Yeah,
there.
Are we clear to use a stun grenade?
Yeah, so you'll push round here. You'll push round
Roger
here.
that.
Remember
The
you
ground team will
can't
throw a
and
stun grenade
stacking.
through the main door. When
Yeah,
it
stack
when
We
it goes
missed
up,
out last
the
time.
breach team will go in. Rush.
And then Viper, you take the shots for them.
Roger, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm going up first.
Yeah.
Right.
Breach team will go right side of the balcony.
Oh, we've done that before. Just with a wall in the past. And people still do the same thing they did back then.
Ready?
Breach when ready.
Yeah, one
Watch breach team is climbing.
Go right.
Go right.
Go right around the fountain.
Okay.
There's only one guy going up.
Where's the second guy?
Black and Rory.
Oh shit.
Oh.
He probably hasn't drank.
He ain't got no battle buddy.
Got 2 movement in sight.
Where's that flash bro?
Oh my god.
Piss, stay lying down, take a drink.
Hey, I'm taking a drink, yeah.
Everyone take drinks.
Good plan. Solid plan, right? Solid plan.
Right, Viper, if you go up first, yeah.
Well, this is...
As soon as you crawl up, I throw the flashbang in.
Yeah.
Can I flash that room now?
Can't just, like,
Okay, next section.
Oh, yeah, alright, we're going, mate.
Alright, assault team.
Everyone else on me.
Alright.
Go on.
Alright, Sorensen, remember, the moment we're going up, you check.
Drinking.
Yeah.
Noodle, keep eyes on up there.
Yep.
BF is off, magazine's in, if you put them back on.
Take a drink, everyone.
Alright, Griffin, Region 10, you're clear to go.
Roger that, Region team, let's start moving in.
I will measure your piss if you have not
Sorensen, prep stun grenade.
I'm doing the usual sub top.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Take it now. I want to see it.
Stop green up.
Long as you're not parking up.
Team 1, remember your comms. Cover the door, quick.
Alright, as long as you know where you made, that's good.
You don't have a flash for it. If needed.
One in. One on the door.
Always? No.
What's going on up there?
Right, 1 times door front.
Stack up on door.
Yeah, we're set.
Breach. Rog, what's in front of you?
Stairway left.
Stack up on stairway.
Yeah, stacked.
Proceed down stairway, breach, breach, breach.
Get me the 3 fucking DC drills.
Right, doorway right.
Stack up on doorway.
Alright, stop.
Alright, everyone go through DC drills.
Everyone go through DC drills.
Dickhead.
Where's Link?
Where the fuck am I? What channel am I in? I'm still here. Why am I still here?
What is...
Let's just hop down off of there and...
There's no need to do anything like that, just DC gents, it's not persistent.
So I can trust
Yeah,
you.
okay.
Didn't matter anyway, but...
Thanks for watching, we will catch you on the next one.
No idea, we just got...
There's 1 2 Bravo.